There we go. Oh, yeah, race fans. How's it? You got FRB coming live from the 805. I'm Chris Paul Hamus. Welcome to Front Row Esports All-Star Race. Oh, yeah, we got some All-Stars. Actually, every single one of them All-Stars. I ain't going to BS you. All right, they're all just fantastic drivers, and they're going to be able to get out here and show their stuff. And we're going to throw this one back, as hopefully you've seen in that intro. We're going back to Charlotte. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I'm so stoked to be here at Charlotte and ready to rock for an all-star race where it should be always. All right, never should have left, but that's besides the point. So here we go for a great little round, and it's going to be a short little race, but we have some fun about to be had in front of us. A little bit more of a, we're going to throw this thing out there and see how she lands style of a run right now, but we're going to see. I believe we have Tom Freitas here, Gunning Sergeant Charge, going to help us walk us through tonight's festivities, as all these, of course, let me throw this in there, brought to you by Moser Race, Trek Race, W Energy Drink. We got Raptor Race Graphics, and then, of course, Starlink. Thank you so much for keeping it going, you know what I'm saying? So thank you. Thank you all for being on board for this 2025 season. Tom, you got Chris Paul Hamus here in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy, brother.
All right, my man. Joining us up in the booth. Let's see. Let me flip some stuff around and see. Do you have cameras? Oh, no, you don't. Okay.
I do not. Nope.
That's all right. That's all right, dog. We will stick with what we got for right now. Absolutely. Well, we got Tom here joining us in the booth, and he's going to kind of get this thing kicked off. So before I do get started, Tom, let me go ahead and go over the track map and all that fun stuff as we go in and show, and then you can go into the qualifying and all that here after this here. Just give us one moment here, Tom. So we got Tom here on board. Also got Charlotte Speedway. Gotta love this track too. This joker has some miles on her, and a lot can be spoken here at Charlotte. We got 555 keeping it easy. Concord Parkway South. All right, see south, not north, south. Damn it. We got open in 15th of June, 1960. Like I said, she'd been around for a minute. Track is a 1.5 mile intermediate quad oval. I like to step that intermediate level up to a little more advanced because that quad oval can be tricky, especially when you stacked up 3 wide, you know what I'm saying? But we got turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4, both at them 24 degrees. Give these guys plenty of grip to them centers and plenty of opportunity to burn off these tires. As we got your 5 degrees on your stretch, your back stretch, and I missed the front stretch, but I believe that is at a 12 degree or something. Don't quote me on it. But anyways. All right, let's jump on over to actually see what we're on tonight. Let's see what they're up against here. We got 70 laps in tonight's race. Stage 1, lap 15. Stage 2, lap 30. That's going to leave us with a 40-lap run to get her done in stage 3. All right, so fuel is not going to be an issue, I believe, tonight. But let's look over them formats and see what these jokers have in their wheelhouse. All right, so we got fixed setup tonight. Everyone's on the same damn program. Ooh, absolutely. This is going to be sick, right? So, one fast repair. You got 4 sets of tires. Fuel allocated. That's going to be plenty. Like I said, we don't need to worry about trying to, do some fuel strategies. Now, this is all out letter E. It's okay. Fuel's on us. Don't worry about it. Pit window. Like I said, none. We're good. All right, so let's scoot on over to Tom here as we're going to be jumping in to our qualifying efforts. Tom, you got a copy?
I got a copy, brother.
All right, man. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, jump us over into at least the scene here, I believe. Yes, there we are. Okay, all right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Tom, so we have your qualifying screen is up with the 3 laps and to queue and 4 tire change, pit stop required style of a thing. So what do these drivers have ahead of them?
Well, they're going to have, put their 3 fastest laps in as possible that they can. They're going to have to be able to manage getting the car down to pit road, down to pace, pit road speed, not slide through the pit box, get in their pit box good, get out good, don't speed coming off pit road, don't hit the blue line coming out of pit road. You get any penalty you get tonight during qualifying will automatically send you to the back of the pack for the race. There's a lot going on. We're still trying to explain it to some people and make sure everybody's on page and on the on a point.
Right.
but yeah, it's going to be great. You're going to see, I think you're going to see a lot of guys spinning coming on a pit road, spinning coming off a pit road. This pit road is
Treacherous.
It's tough getting in, tough getting out. So it's going to be a lot of fun for sure.
Yes, absolutely. So what you're looking at right now, everyone, is we do have all the drivers and cars lined up all the way down that backstretch right now. We're going to send them out there one at a time. And basically, they're lined up according to their practice results. Is that correct, Tom?
Yeah, so Kyle Wellman will be up first. We'll just, we're going to be sending him off here. And
well, wait. I think the practice tower is broken, Tom. It's putting you at second fastest.
Correct, second fastest, but I will be going last.
Well, I know. I see. He didn't get the joke, but I think y'all did. You know what I'm saying?
It went over my head. Sorry. I'm trying to listen to you, listen to them.
Don't worry about them. All right, don't worry about it. They'll figure it out, man. They're going in circles, Tom. They can't get lost. All right, it's fine. It's good. Don't worry about it. So you have the tower up right there where you see. This is just kind of where they're at and what's going on. So here it looks like
Kyle Wellman is headed off.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. As when does his lap start here? As we're going to be kind of. So he's going to take a lap around, right?
Yep, he's going to go down pit road, and then just make sure he sees where his pit box is.
Okay, gotcha.
And then, and then he will start getting up to speed. And once the next time he hits the start-finish line, his qualifying will begin.
Okay, that's when I'm going to bring up the clock and see if this actually works. But again, we're gonna float it here. So right now, let's see if I can bring up some driver details and see if all of our cool. Yeah, all right, doggy dog. 42, Kyle Wellman. I'm already nervous, but so all right, here he goes. He sees his pit stop. He's gonna grab a gander. Now he's gonna rip this thing on out. And again, the clock will not start until we cross that start-finish line. And then we're going to try to count it down to 3 and do this thing manually. So this is going to be interesting. Again, I haven't really attempted this one before, so it should be fun stuff. You know, hey, who doesn't like a good challenge here in racing? Especially here in the broadcast.
Isn't that what racing's all about, though?
Right,
challenge?
Yeah, but I mean, I like to try to keep it simple here in the broadcast. But here we go. Right?
Yep, start of lap 1 right here.
Now.
Yep.
You gotta help me, buddy. Because I was right there at the line, but he's dragging.
Oh, he's already in the wall.
Yeah, he's dragging fence. He's big time. Kyle Wellman up. He's gonna put the first time down here on tonight's qualifying program. This is gonna be great for the All-Star Series here, All-Star race, and so he can bring this thing in a pit anytime. He's gonna.
He's coming down pit road.
So either lap 1 or lap 2. He's gonna elect to do it right now.
Oh, in the wall again.
Right there, trying to keep. You got to bring it down to speed, all of that.
Nope. No black flags, though.
No black flags. Okay, so he's good.
No
he's in the clear. All right. So black flag. Is that DQ? Or is that a minus like 5 seconds or something?
No, he's good. He's good.
So we got now he's getting his four tire change right now. Let me get back up to mine. This is gonna be interesting. There we go. Okay. Kyle Wellman now getting his 4 tire change. Now he's going to rip this thing back out. And then he's got 2 laps to finish before we stop this clock. And then that's going to be our first time on the board, or on the screen tonight.
Yep.
So.
All right. We are getting word that it's not showing it to me, but Kyle Wellman did get a black flag entering pit road.
Oh, so he's got to serve it and then go. So that's part of his time, right?
Nope. That'll be it. Any flag, you go to the back.
Okay.
So we are sending off Chris Carroll now.
Oh, wait. I didn't know this. Okay, wait. So that's game over for him. All right, so Carroll is up, and clock is gone. So he's DQ'd. He'll be starting from the back of the field, and he'll be according. Okay, all right, caught it. So no, F-ups around here right now, as we got Carroll up on the track, and he's going to try to get her done. Let her sin, let her eat, all that fun stuff. Bring this thing in and out of the pit road here. Smoothly, cleanly, efficiently. And again, this is all stock setups here. These are fixed setups. Everyone's in the same car, more or less, tonight. Carol is going to be driving us down. We're going to keep it. Let's get a good view. Well, we'll keep it on our drone view. Well, maybe we zoomed in too. Zoomed in looks good. I like that one. All right, got to keep it in the line. Clean exit out because any DQ any kind of penalty, that's to the back of the pack. All right, Carroll up and Adam right now. Let's see what he has as he is getting ready to get ourselves across this line. So I'm going to try to get this clock right and get him right on the money. 2, 1, go. All right. Okay. Whew, that's tight right there. Get that thing right there on the money. Oh, woo. So this is unofficial results, of course, but we'll leave it as such. And I'm going to kind of drop them down as we're going here so we can try to keep a handle on whose time is what. So we got a couple clocks that are going to be flashing up in front of us right now and give us an idea. So we'll leave the fastest clock up as he's going to like to get his pit stop done first lap. So this seems to be popular thus far in the driver's strategies. So you can get your pit stop done in lap 1 or 2. But you cannot do it on lap 3. All right, here we go. So he's gonna bring this joker in, get himself his 4 fresh field goods like he needs them, man. So we're racing tires tonight. We're wasting fuel. I mean, yeah. We're spoiling the drivers tonight. These have all kinds of fun. Tear them up. Oh, see, sometimes. Let me get this over here. There we go. Yeah, 18. Chris Carroll up. And Adam. All right, let's get him out this thing. So let's get in treachery right here.
Those bumps coming out of pit road or something else.
Right, Tom? Yeah.
You hit them just right, it'll loop that car around.
But here's the other thing is too, it's like, why wouldn't guys get some heat built up in their tires first and then send it around, to bring it into their pit stops, a little safer, right? A little more grip on entry. So again, there's a lot of definitely, to be had here, different strategies to be had through qualifying. So that's now 2 lap, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
he's on the last lap.
This lap right here is where we are going to stop the clock, and then this is going to be his first, or this will be our first attempt making it on the board. So kind of like this all or nothing thing. This is kind of nice as it should be. All right, count me down, Tom. Help me out here.
Here you go. Ready? Now. Got it.
Okay, so 210 on the money. Look at that. All right, 210 for Carroll. He's going to be our setting up a clean time and the time to beat. Next up is going to be Garrett Wilds in a 9.26. There we go. Okay, now we're getting a handle on this one already, Tom. We're okay. We're all right. All right, yeah. So we got the Garrett Wilds going to get some tires in. Again, he's going to get himself an opportunity to again, pick his strategies, right? 3 laps to get it done.
Yep.
There we go. Turn up a little bit, man. We're cool. We're kicking it right now.
Now I'm good.
All right, but
I need another screen. Ugh.
If you are tuning in just a little late to tonight's broadcast, everyone, I'd like to welcome you in first of all. But right now, we are in our qualifying efforts for the All-Star event at Charlotte here this evening. And kind of goes as such, read the screen on top. Got 3 laps with the 4-tire change on pit stop required to get your time in. So here we go. I'm going to start the clock here for Garrett Wilds. And this is going to be clock number 2. We'll get that one running next to that clock 1 here, clock 2, whatever. All right, so let's try to get him on the mark.
3, 2, 1, now.
Got it. All right, clock is running for Garrett Wilds in a 9.26. Garrett Wilds, now, again, it's going to be about your strategies on which time you're trying to pit. You're trying to get that second lap or first lap, get it out the way, then get your run in. Me personally, I don't know. I think I would have opted for to pit late, right? Build me up some heat. That way I can really bring this thing in. That would have been my strategy. That's what I would have been practicing. So I would have had some heat in the tires. We got lap 1 completed. So he's going to do this right now. So he's going to go 2 laps. He's going to send it around again. And he's going to try this secondary strategy of pitting on lap 2. All right, this is going to be important here as he's going to bring this thing in. And right on board with Garrett Wilds. Little hood action. pit lane. Wrong pit lane. Sorry, missed it.
Garrett was very conservative getting on pit road there.
Gotcha. Right, there's so conservative pit entry, but again, you don't want to black flag and go directly to the back. So, you know, smart thinking's there, but you know, with him having some extra heat in his tires, maybe he wasn't expecting that to be as much grip in that thing right now. So you got Garrett Wiles. He is tracking and trying to complete his 3rd lap. So this will be it, right, Tom? He comes out, loops ourselves around, and then we good to go.
And that'll be it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so Garrett Wiles now gets his 4 tires done. He's going to go ahead and bring this thing out of pits. Again, effectively, you have to do this as you did, just hot right here. Hammer down. Hammer all the way the hell down. Watch some bumps on. So all this is part of your strategies as well. As we got Garrett, well, little wiggles coming out. Mix the cone, we're good. And here he comes. We're going to stop the clock, right, Tom?
Yes, we will.
All right, clock getting ready to stop here.
Ooh, in the wall, about 3, 2, 1, now.
Got it. No way, dude. No way. No freaking way. 210, 210. How is that? Wow. Seriously, 210, 210. So we're tied right now for our lead. So that's just, at least that's just how I'm marking it. I mean, because I don't know. Maybe he was a little under, maybe he's a little over, but unofficial results, I got 210. I can't get it down to the nits and nuts and bolts and stuff, right?
Yep.
But I can round her. And so rounding says we got a tie for the lead. Okay, not 2-6-18. They're out there on the drive. Okay, so we got Scotty Stevens now. I believe he's going to get ready to send her. Send her, Scotty, let's go! Come on!
We got some cars sitting on pit road. We're trying to get them off pit road so drivers can see their pit box.
Oh.
Yep. Trying to make it fair for everyone.
Hey, tell them they can't park there, all right? I know it's where they're used to parking, but there's construction going on there right now, okay?
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Read the room.
Yep.
All right, here we go. We got Scotty Stevens in the 0-2 and the 0 no, because he's going to blister it right now. I guarantees it. So right now we got a tie at 210, so I can close either one of these clocks. Okay, I'll close that one. All right, so the time to beat is 210 at least. I mean, I got 2 of them marked it. If we get 3 of a kind, this is rigged. Okay, so
yes.
All right, straight up.
I agree, 100%.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're clarified on that one. All right, and then how we deal with it. I don't know how we deal with it, but either way. So we got Scotty Stevens. He's up. Checking his pit stop. He say what's up to the boys down there. He's like, "What's up, dogs? Hey, how's it?" All right, he's out. Now he's gonna let her rip. Let her rip, potato chip. It's time to get it done. We got him cracking that light down there in his picture. He having a good time. Sounds like Steve's gonna have a good time, in that race car right now. Up to speed. Go through them gears. And that Outlier Speed Company. I gotta look that one up. That's awesome. HMG Ford Mustang. Dark Horse. Oh, was that him right there?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm off by a second. Some help. Okay, so let's bring us back to our drone cameras, and so I'm off by about a second. Because he crosses our finish line before I hit it. I know that was about a second.
Oh, in the wall.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt too.
That's good. Yep.
So we'll deduct a second off him once he crosses that line, at least I will. And again, this is why Tom's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, and we're just trying to keep it squared up. But right now, we have a tie for the 926 and the 18.
So Scotty is also choosing to pit on his second lap.
Okay. All right. So, oh wait. Yep. There we go. It's tough. It's tough trying to manage cameras, clocks. Different. Definitely different. Same dinner. Yeah.
Don't slide through your box.
All right.
Ooh, he did. He slid through his box.
What are you doing? That's messed up.
Oh, it didn't back up enough.
Yeah, that's messed
man.
up, son. Why you gotta do that to that man? I mean, you got his head. You know, it's like that Allstate commercial, right? That dude in your head, and you just did an Allstate on his butt, dude. Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up. He Allstated you, Scotty.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure I'll hear about that later.
Yeah. But we can save that right there, and maybe throw that to Allstate. See if they throw sponsorship ads next season.
There we go.
All right, Scotty Stevens up right now, so he's going to be crossing the line this time for the clock to end. It's going to hurt him, though, on his.
It is. It definitely is.
Oh, yeah. No, 211, 210. Yeah. So, no dice for Scotty in that poll this evening, as he did not get the. Oh no! Did I just mess up the wrong one? Yeah, I did.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's fine. 210 is the time to beat. So
Okay.
I just wrote that down. It's all right. Clear the thing. All right. Yeah. So we got 210, the time to beat. We'll see if anybody can beat this one. All right, next up's going to be Bubbles, right?
Yep.
Yes. All right, here comes old Mr. Bubbles here in the 27. Got Ford Mustang. So look for that 27. Or no, I'm sorry. He has Ford on his stuff, but he's driving a Chevy. The kid has issues.
No, he's in a Mustang.
Is he? Oh, yes. Sorry.
I'm a little offended right now, Paul Hamus. I
was looking at something else. It's my bad. Anyway, so I was gonna say that may be his. He's gonna have to fight that issue. But here we go. Are we gonna get up to speed here, Tom? Here we go.
Yep. Up the speed lap here.
All right, here we go. Getting ready to bring that clock up.
3, 2, 1, now.
Clock's running. Okay, cool. And that clock still works. Good. All right. Okay, clock running, trying to beat 210. We got a tie for the pole. So this ought to keep things nice and interesting. So he's gonna bring this thing in first lap, right?
Yep.
First lapper pitter. So trying his strategies, which again we've seen a tie on both strategies. So let's see if he can. I think a lot of this is going to be on that pit entry. I think that's going to be the room to gain, and of course holding that perfect throttle. All of that's going to add up. At the end, of course. But if you want to get a blistering time, you want to do like a Johnson entry here on your pit entry and let it go.
Definitely, 100%.
But I mean, well, yeah. What do you do? I mean, I'd go further. I'd go for the gustos, man. Give it everything. All right, so now here we go. We got old Bubbles here, aka Hunter Lagunes, is going to be getting us 2 more laps, and then he is done with his qualifying efforts. Done, son! All right, so we have 27 now down the backstretch. He's going to drop this thing in the third foot. See if we can get this thing up to speed. Make some good laps, good exit out. No contact, no walling, all of that. Good, clean thus far. One more lap around is going to stop the clock for Hunter Lagunes. He's tracking to be, a possible decent time here, as we got him at 155 right now down the backstretch. Oh, here it is. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, listen by a second.
Yep.
He was close, though. He was close.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That was good. Oh, that was good. That was a good run. So that put him up toward the top of the field at least. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for those 210, 211, style of a run.
Yep.
I don't know. Okay. Well, now we got it up there, so we don't have the 210 no more. So I'm just gonna drop that clock and send the next driver. Of course, this time. All right, it's one of your fan favorites. So I don't care who you are. All right, but this is one of the fan favorites. The only problem was if but you can't say I can't say anything about his car or nothing. You don't anything bad about it because he just drives an awesome car. Allison scheme, always Allison at heart. And here we go, the 28, Ryan Zimmerman. Ernie Irvin sported that number. I mean, dude, that's an iconic number. Straight up. An iconic driver. But he's been doing some phenomenal things in the season this far. Off to a real good run. Getting himself them top fives and stuff, stage points and things. Same thing with Carroll. Carroll's just chomping at the bit. And I'm seeing some...
Get ready, Sean.
Oh, gotcha.
Now.
Got it.
Got it.
Thank you. Appreciate you on that.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Try to pay attention.
Yeah. Well, I got to switch cameras and talk and stuff. But, yeah. All right. So he's on his first lap here for old Brian Zimmerman. Got a clock up. We're looking for a time of less than 2:10. So, again, I can't stop this thing down to the nitty gritties, but okay. So he's gonna go second lap. He's gonna bring it in this time.
Fastest first lap we have had all night.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Get some, Timmy. I got him, damn it. Shut up. Get him in. Here he goes, right. Alright, come on, guys. Get your paycheck. Let's go. Good entry in. Like that. Could have gave it a little bit more.
It looked good. It looked pretty good, though.
I know. I'm being critical. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Fine. You be critical all you want.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm going to be. I got to stay on top of Brian, dude. I need old Zimmy get himself championship this year.
It's true. I agree.
Even though he does drive a Ford.
You know what? That's one Ford driver that deserves it.
I know. That's where it's just one of those things, Tom, where I'm stuck in like one of them Twilight Zones, bro. I'm rooting for
I get you.
Ford. It's just alternate reality. We're not gonna go there. Anyways, get your
no
rip on and out here. Here he goes. Bumps, Tom. We haven't seen anybody spin out yet.
It's true. Wait till I get out there.
All right. I like where your head's at. Okay, so we got 2 more laps.
Nope, he's coming to finish his qual here.
That's right. This is it right here. Right. All right. This is it.
Yep. Now.
2:12. What the heck, dude? Wow, 2 seconds off there.
Yep.
So maybe it's that entry. It's that entry, dude.
You can lose and gain so much time in getting
right because he had the fastest lap, right?
Yep.
Wow, interesting. So he's gonna bring it back to the garage there and get ready to go run this thing. Now we got Thomas Stevens. He's gonna bring us down pit road. He's gonna check out and say what's up to his boys. What's up, dog? Yo. Yeah, there they go. You better go get us a pole, bro. Come on, don't be messing around. All right, 2:10 is the time to beat. As we had Zimmy just put down that 2:12. All right, I got faith in you, Thomas. Let's go.
I like his race car, Wrangler.
Yeah.
Dale Earnhardt, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Got that classic scheme to it too, man. I'm loving this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here we go. All right, Stevens, getting ready to get her done. Okay, gonna bring up the clock.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. God, it's such a gotta be there, All right, lap 1. Let's see if he's gonna pit first or just go for the cruise.
I've noticed most of the Five Kings team has been pitting on lap 2.
Okay. Well, both both strategies have put it at the fastest, so I don't know if there's been so far documented. Yep. Faster. So here he goes. Gonna bring us in. Yeah, because Garrett went on his second lap. Harold did his first lap.
Yep.
All right, Thomas Stevens now in that number 15 Wrangler machine.
He will be coming this time to pit road.
Roger that. All right, got him. Nope. No, way too slow. Now, I want to see that driver lock him up, dude. You know? I mean, like, oh, dude, that should have been a black flag style of entry, right? That's
what, being too slow?
On. Where in the heck is Johnson at? Is that, you know, he show you. Watch. He goes black flag this thing. Oh, he is? Oh, I didn't see him sign in.
Here.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. That's gonna be good.
At the back of the field.
Sweet. All right. We got the 15 out now. Got his waist of rubber on because, you know, I mean, we just ruined some really good tires, man. We really did, dude. You know, put a couple laps on him and you pull it in there and you're gonna put some new tire on again, dude. You know how expensive those are. All right, here we go.
Yep.
Out of the pits. You're gonna rip him down the backstretch. 15. Gonna try to show us how it's done. Now is this gonna be so this will be his
final lap.
His final lap, that's right. Final lap.
Yep.
Final lap, yeah. Alright, gonna go for the pausing. Well, oh, he's ordered way off. 210 right now. 210 right now. 210. Oh my goodness, but I'm just gonna see how off he is. He pretty damn, son, you off. 218 he says. 218. Oh no. So that's not gonna work too well for that 15, but it was a valiant effort. The car looked great. Car looks great in the lights too. Good job there.
It was, yeah.
Beautiful car.
All right, so next up should be Mark Miller. It is.
Okay, I got.
He is
Reeves.
rolling down pit road.
So,
Michael Reeves is not back yet.
Copy that. So we're gonna jump ahead and we'll have to keep the donuts machine in mind to run back to. Right now we got Mark Miller in the 8 car. Chummy Miller.
Good looking car he's got. Not gonna lie, I like that.
Yeah, I like the colors, dude. Got some detail on that thing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Got the skulls and all kinds of fun stuff there.
Yeah.
Stars and stripes.
There's a lot going on in that paint.
Right.
Yep. It's got the stars on the A pillar and B pillars. There's a lot going on there.
Here we go. Let's go. Got it.
All right.
Goes across there. All right, drone view for old Chummy. Right now we have the 926 and the 18 leading the way here, tied at 210. So we're looking for that 209.
He is pitting.
All right, pitting on the first lap. Oop.
Very conservative getting on pit road.
Yep. And I get it being conservative, don't want a black flag and stuff, but you know, it's also a race. Let her hang out, you know? Come on.
I was going to say you got nothing to lose, but you do got starting position, so.
That's right.
You know.
All right, so we got Chummy Miller. He's going to get his 4 fresh feel goods. Another beautiful waste of tax dollars, which I mean, hey, we're used to that here in this.
Hey, we can use those tires for stuffs next week.
All right. But no, because they'll probably come up with some kind of rule stating you can't.
No, that's true. So, very true.
Same.
By the way, that was about 2 seconds slower than everyone's first lap coming into pits.
Gotcha. Two seconds. 2 tenths.
Yes. 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah. 2 seconds. Yep. All right. Well, I mean, a lot to gain here.
Let's see you can get it all done on the racetrack, right?
All right, so we have this lap and one more, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Here we go. 145, 146. Let's try to keep an idea on that one, too. So we crossed at 145, 146 to see where that lands us at the end of this thing. So we know a driver, they're crossing the line on their second lap, coming into their final lap. They need to be below a 140, I'm sure a 145, but we'll see exactly how much here. So I'm going to do some quick math in my head as we are at 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's your pole.
Now.
All right, so 15. Okay, so 2:15, 5 seconds. So you're probably going to need, you need to be in that 140, 139s as you cross that line, coming, to that final lap here in your run this evening. So like that's what I'm kind of gonna judge it on right now. All right, so who we got next here?
Next up will be
What?
Larry Bell.
Oh, Barry. Oh, I went to the 69er. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be great, but even better, Larry Bell in the 43, Victoria, BC. Got his 5 Kings Camaro, USAFirearms.com. You looking for some guns, some weapons, some self-defense, or just go out there and blow something up, the whole American way. All right, USA Firearms, look them up. Make sure you let them know we sent you too. Like, how'd you hear about us? You don't even want to know. Okay, that's just right there. Here we go. Up to speed.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
God. Uh-oh, didn't open. Shoot. Dang it.
Oh, darn it.
Dang it. Okay, so that's probably 2-3 seconds off. It didn't open up. Damn it.
Gosh darn electronics.
Yeah, well, it's just I have to manually open. Sometimes they just don't want to do it. But we got the clock up, though. Just a little late. Probably 2-3 seconds is what we're
Larry is pitting.
So he's going to pit this first time in.
Pretty good pit road entry there for Belsky.
We will give him a minus of probably 3 seconds off his clock.
I believe this man, Larry Bell, has run the same paint scheme in our league for the last 5 years.
I love consistency, my man. That's why it's so easy to spot him and see him, and all his fans know, what to look for when it comes to that 43. I mean, it's such an epic number as well. Same as the 28. 28 and 43, both epic numbers right there. All right, here we go. So we got 2 laps to get her done. So he needs to be, if he's in that 143-ish when he crosses that second line, he may be there. Because we're going to deduct 3 seconds off due to the late getting back to the clock here. Yeah, this is all just, we're horseshoes and hand grenades, people. Okay? All right? Just, knock it off.
Yep.
I'm not reading no comments right now. I got too much going on, but I'm reading your minds right now. All right, fans, I really am. Okay, I know it. I know you're up there just. But how we know it's not half as we don't. You shut up. Okay. All right, here we go. We got one more lap around top, right?
Yep. This will be his last lap.
Okay, so he needs to be. If he's 2:03 and he's looking good. That's negative. That's a negative. We're 2:04, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait a minute. It does 2:09.
Yep.
2:09. That's your
I do
pull.
believe.
Uh-oh, and I closed it. Ooh, shoot. 2:09. That's your pole.
Gonna be close. That's gonna be close.
Because it was 2:10 was the pole. Tied.
I think you're right.
And I was late on the clock.
I'm looking at the spreadsheet right now and trying to do some math.
Okay.
So yeah.
I think Bell has that pole because I was late to the clock and we seen it and I missed it.
Pole.
I accidentally closed it instead of stopped it. But
yeah.
Okay, there's that clock. Okay. So I believe the 43 is going to have
provisional pole.
Yes, provisional pole at the moment. So 43 with a 2:09, and we're going to call it there. But because I want to say, because I was late to the clock, so that would have been possibly 2:07.
Potentially. We got Carl Lindstrom right now getting up to speed, getting ready to take that green flag.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Got it. All right, yes, got Carl Lindstrom. Lindstrom family, here we go. Your boy is up. He's trying to get it and get that pole position, get himself a good start, finish line in that Napa Chevy living that 83 right now.
You know,
Shining bright.
He was disappointed tonight
What is that?
because he thought Le Mans was this weekend for us.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, he's going to pit first
Yeah.
lap.
Nice pit entry.
Yeah, brings it in pretty good
That
there.
looked good.
Okay, so on provisional, I have the 43 at a 209, 207, something like that. But I got him at like, maybe I'll just do a 208, you know, just whatever. But he definitely crossed the line at 209. And so I seen that for sure. And we were late to get into the clock. So I'll give him 2 seconds.
Yep.
So, I mean, that could be a 207. We'll see what Lindstrom's going to put down right now. We're going to, all right, you know, this is how it's going to, we're going to grade this thing on a curve. And why not? We're at a damn oval. Huh? Yeah. With some banking. Well, yeah, why not? Of course you can grade it on a curve. We ain't going straight.
I guess so. True.
All right, here we go. Lindstrom. 2 laps. Trying to show us what that Napa Chevy's all about. Shine it bright. One more lap around. He's at 144. Uh-oh. 140. Oh. Okay. He may have himself a little something here.
John.
What?
If you started the timer late, you need to add time to the timer, not take away.
All right, whatever. What? Okay, hold on. You're right, huh? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta get this. 1. Go. All right,
Was it?
14. Okay, you're right. My bad. So I was late to it. Again, I'm just trying to do a lot right now. Okay.
I didn't even realize Garrett texted me. He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah.
Right. Okay.
Anyway.
So anyway, so add to that. So that would put him at 209, 211, 212. So yeah. So pole 19. Of course, we would know Garrett would be on that. Okay. We would definitely know this. Okay. Carl Lynch shows up. Matt Mettler, I believe, is going to. Yes, he is. There he is. All right.
The beast mode Chevrolet Camaro. I like that. I like that.
Now, oh, you know what? Oh, this beast right here, this car, he was in combat at a paintball rally. Yeah, he brought that beast in there as a tank, right? And he had his gun out the window net right there, and he just there mowed them all over. It was great. Yeah. Obviously, look at that paint scheme, perfect. And then he just takes it out the war zone and brings it right here on track. And, why not? Because you fight a war right now, and here we go. Now, got it. All right, so we got him up to speed here. Matt Mettler in that beast machine. Okay, we can get rid of that old clock. So 2:10 is the time to beat. Yeah, baby. Let's see if he's gonna fit here.
I'm gonna say no.
No, negatory. Big Vinny's that battery is. We gotta take this thing a lap around again, which is good too. Gives me a chance to get some stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
There he goes. All right, Matt Mettler at 79. Nope, dude, no way. If you're not popping smoke as you come across that green right there, all right, just ain't. Nope. Try again, Junior.
Man, you're really tough on these boards tonight, Tron.
Absolutely, dude. This is an all-star race. We ain't worried about no points here. This is all for the glory. All right, so.
True. It's true.
I mean, how did Maverick say it? Ain't no points for second place. No, it wasn't. No, that was Ice or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a DQ for Matt Metler. His crew decided not to put tires on.
Dun dun dun! You like, womp womp womp. All right, car looked good though, dog. Car looked good. Car looked real good.
Yep.
All right, we got who I got next here.
Matt Jones.
Oh, the 77 of Jonesin. In out of octane. Chevy Camaro. Like, and that's a motorboating son of a, you know what, right there. And that Mastercraft Chevy. Yep. And of course, you don't know what what Mastercraft is. Shame on you, okay? Shame on all of you. Anyway, that's an awesome boat company.
I mean, Mastercraft makes tools too, by the way.
Well, that's true. That's a good point. But I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm sorry. We're boat guys. You're right. See, whatever. Who cares, Tom?
Sorry, you're right. I'm just
right. But he does need something to put that thing together. He does. But Mastercraft is boat company that he is, because I know that because I got the number. But yeah. Anyways, you got the Jonesin on his bumper. You're gonna and the PRP Chevy gonna rip it out now. Got his pit stop done. First in or no? Yeah, first in. Right? Oh, no, he does. Sorry, I'm a little mixed up here. There we go. All right, coming across the line here now to start his clock. Matt Jones in the 77. Jones and Chevy. Oh, that's a good song. Boom.
All right.
Got it.
Start of lap 1 here. And just so we're clear, Steven Johnson, Ronnie Morrison, and Tanner Marr are electing to start in the back tonight. They are not qualifying.
Okay, roger that. That's a bummer because we were looking forward to
just seeing Johnson qualify.
What shows how getting to pit road. That's all. Oh, here we go. And Jones bringing in
that's
first lap.
He is coming down. He brought it in there pretty hot.
Yeah, yeah, he got to that line.
Yeah.
Yeah, he may have something for him. May have something.
I know he was doing a lot of practice.
All right.
Getting on and off pit road.
Well, let's see if it's going to pay off for him, because it just might. Matt Jones in 77 going to get his 4 fresh feel goods here. Another waste of money, waste of tire. But that's okay. It's okay. You're going to peel out this thing and try to let it rip off. And again, really make up some good time here. We're at a minute as these guys came in the pit. So the other thing too is I haven't really, because they changed when it comes to pit strategies. But we have 2 laps for him, right, Tom?
Yes, this will be start of lap 2. And Johnson is qualified now. So
roger that.
All right. Start of lap 2 here from Matt Jones.
I got 5 bucks, says he's black flag. Not
Jones.
Not
Jones.
He's
aggressive. Johnson is aggressive, period, getting on pit road. So very good puzzle.
All right, here we go. 43. Everyone's been like in the 45s and 44s. Possibility. Can he rip this thing up? All right, coming to line. And now. 212. Oh, missed it by 2 seconds. You're all good, buddy. Good ripping, so good ripping. Okay, so we have Johnson, I believe, up next. Yes. What the? Yeah. Gets out. There's another cat who likes to drive the same car too.
Yep.
All right, Johnson bringing her down. He's gonna see what's up to his pit boys right now. Get his marks. Do his turn in. All right. So, what's your real quick? What's your bets? What's your ante? Lap 1 or lap 2 for his pit? Where you at? Where's your money?
Lap 1.
Lap 1? Okay. All right, I'll take lap 2. Yeah. Because I was already thinking he's gonna get some heat them tires first. Because he's gonna try to give us a smoke show. But we're going to find out right now. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson up. And he is definitely going to bring it around one more time.
Yeah. Start of right now.
Oh. Minus a second.
Add a second.
Or yeah, I will add a second. Yeah, you got me.
Yeah. I know which way your head was thinking.
All
okay,
right.
All
right, here we go.
Is he coming down? No. Staying out. Good first lap, one of the fastest we've had.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All right. Watch him bring it down pit road. Oh, yeah, he's coming in hard. Yeah. There we go. Not as aggressive. Oh, little lock up. Did he get it? No black flag.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a very nice looking getting on pit road.
All right, when the back time went up one more time, just because why not? Because we have them controls and we can do that. Yeah, he could have had more. You could have had more, Johnson. He definitely, yeah, he got it. All right, anyways, so we're back live again. All right, got Johnson going to be getting this thing out of pit lane here. Let's see if we get back out on track.
Oh, that might be.
Uh-oh.
No.
He got it, huh?
All right. Officials let it slide.
Okay. Here we go. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Now. 209.
That's going to be
209,
divisional pole, I think, right there,
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. Yep.
I looked at it because I think I was just a little late on clicking the button. But, so that would average out. That probably would have a 209.
Yep. I'm going to say that was provisional pole, yeah.
09. I think it was Johnson. And that, I tell you, it was a pit entry. So we have anybody else pitting?
Yep.
Or anybody else?
Yep. We have Hugh, and then I guess I'm up next.
Oh, that's
after
right.
Hugh Brown.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, my dog, we got the 35. You're going to bring us in here. Got Hughes Brown in the 35. And let's see what he's brought to the party. Columbia. Star Wars. You got lightsabers on this thing? I did not know this. Oh. He's the dark side, too. Oh, that's awesome. He's got, look at this. You got Darth Vader down there on the door. Oh, that's sick.
Yep. You know,
right.
Also, this is the only Toyota tonight in the field.
Wow. I talked about the dark side. That makes sense. That makes sense, dude. All right, I'm pulling for Hughes Brown tonight in the 35 to win this thing. So give me a good run. Here we go. Get up here, Hughes. I'm serious, man. You in the lightsaber machine? Star Wars, dude? You got light speed in that. You should be a lot faster than Starlink. Let's go. All right, here we go. We're going to look for that 209 to beat here.
Ready, set, go.
All right. I mean, I don't want him to use the force on me, so I'm not gonna talk too much smack on him since he is on the dark side. So, you know, damn that dude. Call me Skywalker. I got you. Let's go. You better get that thing to the bottom. The high line's not gonna get. Okay, what? Yeah, it is. If he's gonna do something here, it is. Okay, it looks like he was still slowed. I mean, you didn't hear him like hard brake at the end. That's how you know you're going too fast. He was still medium brake there, but Like Johnson had to punch it at the end to make sure that he can lock him up right there because he was still coming in hot. And that's what you want to see. He was nice and smooth on oh, yep. Lights him up, gets him out of there. Okay, we got round on that Columbia Toyota Dark Vader machine. Oh, that's just awesome. I like it. I never noticed that before. I mean, I hope that's a new car, and because I'm gonna be very disappointed in myself if I miss that. All right, here we go. 35, Hughes Brown. He's gonna need one more lap to complete. Stop, not pause. Stop on that. Or can I pause it? I don't know. Ah, there it is. Yeah, okay. That's why. All right, lap around here. Here comes a 35 in that Star Wars Toyota. Way off track here, but we're gonna let it run out. Now there it is, stopping the clock at 2:14. So it's gonna be up to Tom now to knock this out to park. Well, the last car to run be it. Here goes Tom in the 32 Chevy Camaro. Awesome, my man. Good looking car too. Got the front row ESPORTS all over that car, representing. Absolutely. Moza Racing. Got the he's got the throwback next gen broadcasting. No, that's awesome, Tom. That is good stuff. That's bringing old school. That's cool. 32 out on track. Gonna go drone view. And what else? Let's throw a shout out to Tom while he's getting up to speed. Has run this series for a long time, and all the work put in, impressive. Oh, stop that clock. 2:09 is what he's looking to be. Now, all right. Clock is running. I feel like we're in like Apollo 13 or something. Yeah. Like the boosters, baby, we got to go. He does though. Okay, bringing it down to the bottom. Let's see what he's gonna do here. Oh, that's good. Oh, that was good. That was good. You see how he brought it in late? Oh man, not again. Tom, you getting your McAfee free publicity going on here. This thing likes to do that, but you know, it is what it is. It'll go in a second, but McAfee. Don't be exposed. I don't even use these guys. So, anyway, oh, it's Tom. Going for it. Guitar, full tire. Alright, he's going to go for the gustos now. See if he can get this thing out of pit lane in an orderly fashion. Does. Clears cone. Looking good. Good run by Tom right now. Up to speed. Ooh, gosh, 142. Everyone's been like in the 144, 145s. This guy may be honest though. Good line around the bottom. I mean, we could be racing in a twilight zone tonight, everyone. Tom may have this pole. Another around the bottom. Looking good, looking sweet. Oh, no, 211. 2:10, 2:11. He was close. He was close. He's gonna be up there in that top 5 though for sure. 2:10, 2:11, Tom.
Yeah.
Not bad, dude. You're just right
Uh,
there. Just need a little. You need a little more on your entry on pit road, bro. You got scared there. Don't get scared, bro. Don't get scared. But it's okay though. I understand. I understand you getting scared. Don't worry about it. All right,
all right.
so
Give me.
all right, everyone, give me 1 second here. As we're gonna. So Tom's gonna go and put together the race. We're gonna take a break, so don't worry. We're not going anywhere. We're gonna take a few minutes. He's gonna put together this thing. We're gonna talk to some drivers and bring cameras back and hang out for a minute while Tom's throwing this thing together. Right, Tom?
Yes.
Copy that. All right, buddy. Good luck. And he's gonna manually basically insert all the drivers in. Should only take a minute, and we should be good to go. But right now we're looking at Chris Carroll and Garrett Wiles. I believe these guys are the ones who are going to be sitting pole and outside pole. So let's zoom in a little bit more here. Oh, maybe we lost one of them. Give me our cameras. All right, so Carroll and Wiles, there they are. So Carroll will be out just for a minute. Yeah. So all these drivers are going to drop out and get into the next lobby and next race, which he will let me know when to do so in that matter. So this is going to be that dead time I believe we were talking about, and then we still have to roll over to the next lobby for that race in general. Let's put it on most exciting once we get there. Johnson putting some laps in. Always a little late to the party. Super busy guy. And he's out here right now. Gonna crank some laps. His car looks like it's been sitting out in the sun for a long time. You know? It's all faded. So we got a... Oh yeah, I guess we can drop these clocks now. We have... But the 209 was the... No, 209. So that's gonna be... Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, the 209 stands. So 209, that is going to be Johnson with provisional pole. That's my bad. I was reading the wrong notes. So I was writing all kinds of stuff. So Johnson has that provisional pole thus far with the 209. 210 was tied for that second place, and that's going to be Chris Carroll and Garrett Wiles. So update. Sorry, let's back that up. Back that thing up. And show Mr. Johnson here as he is provisional pole setter. We're going to bring that thing in pit. All right, looks like Matt was going to crank some laps. And let's see if we can bring up some drivers here. As I'm going to Discord just for a minute here. My driver's comms. See if I can get a handle on the situation. Let's see. Ronnie looks like and always a fun guy to talk to. Let's bring him in. I can't. Okay, so I'm actually unable to drop people over right now, and I'm not sure why it's not allowing me. So let's try Tanner. Nope. Can't get Tanner down there either. I don't know why I can't seem to be moving anybody around right now, but oh well. Let's bring us back. As you got some guys ripping the track right now, trying to get themselves warmed up. And sorry, I'm just gonna mess with some stuff real quick. Roger, all that. Okay, we're bring us back to the booth, everyone, and we'll take a break here in a second. But here we are. All right, let's drop some driver details and clean this thing up, huh? Clean up this aircraft, style of a thing. All right. Woo! So that was interesting, right? So very excited to see, how all that unfolded. Pit lap on lap 2. It didn't seem like it really made a huge difference, but we had, of course, got Steven Johnson show us what's up on that pit entry. That's what it was all about. The guys were making some fast laps, but the way to make up all that time was on that pit entry. All these guys were very similar on their pit exits. Had that dial, didn't see any bumps really mess with anybody in that moment, in that matter. But it seemed like that's what we were doing, guys. So you can pick up just tenths out there, but you can pick up a lot more on that, on end. So super stoked. So anyways, just in case you're tuning a little late, let's go over a few things, kind of re-go over, if you will, on what we have in store for the rest of this season. Second, Cypher. My stuff. All right. All right, so again, we are at Charlotte Motor Speed. Lift that one up. Let's go over the stages here. We have 70 laps in tonight's race here, as we have stage 1 is going to be a lap 15. Stage 2 will be a lap 30. Got a 15 lap run to get it done in stage 3, and that's where it's going to be out. So they will not be that one out there. Throw it up there in front of us. It's big setup tonight, so the boys are ditched out. Though this is a you're gonna get what you serve style of run, and you're gonna have to try to serve it up yourselves. So we've got one fast repair, in that hauler. You don't want to use that. 4 sets of tires, we've got plenty of grip out there on track, night track. Good temperatures. Fuel allocated plenty. All right, if we did none, damn. Okay, we don't need any of that. This is a go fast run, letter E. Okay, it's gonna be a tire wear too. That's gonna be a critical thing. This last run, that 30 laps. Sorry. Wait, we missed something here. We're missing my logo. Where are we running now? Racetrack logo. Yeah. Big. You gotta know where we're at, right? I mean, shoot. But anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in. All of your support for FRB and Front Row Esports. Super stoked. We're going on, I believe, year 8, right? Kick this thing off in 2017. It has been a long time. It really has. Get excited to have to follow us on YouTube. All this, please hit that like and subscribe button. Let me bring that up to you real quick as well. So I follow a lot. Come on, it's the World X. Let's go. I follow a lot of aviation and stuff, right? And I thought that I would subscribe to Bronco Lira. I watch him all the time, right? And I realized today I wasn't. It wasn't at all. And I had because I watch him all the time, right? So, anyways, long story short, so we got some time. Get on there, hit that button, like and subscribe. Appreciate the support and get them noticed. We don't go live very often, like once a week or so. And we do it in a quickness. We don't mess around. All right. So you want to have that. Yay! That cricket is gonna be on. Yep. You don't want to miss it. And of course, we got some amazing drivers. These guys are just fantastic. Put on a good show. If you missed last week's race, oh man, wrap that one back. What an exciting race! It really was. And of course, I had so much fun. I had a blast. All right, I think it was one of my best called races. So if you get a moment, look that one up. It was super fun. Drivers had an amazing time, and it showed what we're all about here. That light combat, but family efforts and respect. So So right now we are still in our pre-run style of portion of the night's broadcast. So basically what that means is that Tom's just putting together and then he's going to send me, and then I jump into that, and then all the rest of the drivers jump into that, and then we just hit, we just go, right? Stage one, and I got it all ready to rock. We're good to go. We are good to go. But again, I'm just trying to basically utilize our time here and try to go over. I wish I had all the points for, but again, that's my bad. That's my bad. I should have gotten the points up from last week's race and dropped them in, so it would have helped us on what was going on and give us, just some more things to go over while we have this extra amount of time here in the boots wheelhouse, if you will. Because remember, we're always pressed for time. But we can bring up the schedule. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. So we're now. Let's. I know I'm gonna. I haven't updated this either. I know I'm dropping the ball. It's my bad. But hey, like it's summertime. Fun in the sun. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we got June 13th is the Charlotte week. Okay. So that is our All-Star. We're gonna flip those. I was sick on that back in the All-Star race. We missed out on that, so we just kind of flip those around. So they ran the Charlotte race during May 16th. During that All-Star. So that's what we're getting that done today. So up next is going to be Pocono Racing. That is going to be an awesome track. Love Pocono. That is I don't know, it feels like a road course to me. If you're good at road course, you tend to be good at Pocono. You have a lot of some of the turns, things are different. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to go. And then of course after that's going to be our mid-season. That is, I'm looking excited for that. Need to get a little vacation, get some lake time in. Absolutely. Then we're back, of course, with the July 11th of the top hand right. That's about the street course. So yeah, with rando. So rando means rando caution somewhere randomly throughout, because we don't do the stop for stage. We'll verify. So yeah, we're gonna throw these guys really difficult tracks when they come back from break. So hopefully some of these guys, they get their practice on. The street course is not going to be fun for some of these drivers. And then we got Dover. Oh my goodness, that's great. All right, so I can't bring anybody in. We're just going to have drivers over talking with me, seeing how they're doing, what their plans are for this season. Do they have any changes in their programs, and whether they're running out of points? Did they get a holler at them? But I'm having a hard time dragging them up. And Tom is super busy right now with trying to get that up. So we're stuck. This is the problem we have when it comes to limited hands on deck. All right, not enough boots on the ground. Unfortunately. So what we're gonna do? Still wait. Alright, so I am looking over and seeing if I have. Oh, it's right. I'm gonna have to drop that screen down and go from there. So that's down on the break. Come down here. Well, we can't look over last week's points. This is where they stand as of before last week. So there will be some changes in this, but this will give us an idea of where some of these drivers are running. I believe Dylan and Trevor, these guys may be out of the season, because I haven't seen Dylan in a minute. I haven't seen Trevor in an even longer minute, honestly. So I think Trevor's out. So I think when this thing does turn around here, you may see a new, head of the field. Chris Carroll, Kyle Wellman, Ryan Zimmerman could be your top three. Garrett Wiles is right there. Steve Johnson, he's fighting on a little bit more of a limited schedule due to how busy he gets. So, but he's still to continue. Carl Lindstrom, 8, it's in the top 10. Hunter, look at this, a.k.a. Bubbles, again, that's still to that top 10, and he's been getting himself almost falling runs. The same with that 4-car Tanner Mark. So all these guys still be in that fight at the end, and I want to see in that top 10. Again, yeah, we have it's at top 16, right? Round of 16, I get you there, but for me, I want to be in that top 10. I want to know that I got some speed, and I got some agilities here in my race program.
Chris, I do have some insight about Dylan. I will say I want to give a shout out to Dylan. His grandma is not doing very well, so he has been staying at his grandma's house trying to help her out as much as he can, and that's the reason why he hadn't been here. He will be back. He's just trying to spend some time with the family before, in case anything were to happen. So shout out to Dylan and his family, and hope for the best for them.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for that. I heard nothing and no one said anything, so I couldn't really, yeah. There we go. But yeah, we got Garrett Wiles there, 926. You were tied for that pole position for a minute there, brother. Good job.
Yeah, it was a good run. I definitely was way too easy going into pit road. Being the first 1 or 3 out, it was kind of like I wanted to get a time in there. You know what I mean? But on pit road, pulling into my stall, I hit the money on that. So I think that's where I made a lot of time, and then also on pit exit. I pushed it a little bit harder on pit exit, and it kind of worked out. So we'll see where it puts me. I feel like I'll be somewhere in the top 3, maybe 4 at the bottom. So I'm happy for that, and we'll see how it goes. This is a race that I'm excited for. I was really looking forward into not having that pit road speed today, but we got to do what we got to do with the rules we have for Iracing and having to clear black flags and so forth. It just made it was going to make it way too hard for all the admins and so forth. So this worked out. It actually worked out pretty well, and I'm excited for it. Yeah. And for you, the broadcast for the qualifying was phenomenal. You did a great job. Loved every minute of it. I love the excitement, and I just hope we're going to have a good race here.
Yeah,
this new tire model is different.
Okay.
And it's gonna take. I think it's gonna throw a lot of people for a loop.
Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, we like the challenges out there on track. We know you boys can handle it. I was told by Tom though tire wear could be a big issue when it comes to that final run if this thing stays green. How many sets of tires is going to be allocated? I do have 4 sets of tires, right?
Yeah, we got 4 sets, and it is gonna wear. I know I did in practice. I did a 5-6 lap run, and then did a pit road entry just to practice it. And in those 6 laps, my tire wear, I went down almost 5% just in 5 laps.
Wow. Okay.
So, and the later the run gets, and it's really weird with this car with this new tire model. And if you get behind somebody, it does get tight a whole lot more than normal.
Okay.
And even in the front, you will get tight in the run. So it's not like how the other tire was when it started getting worn. You'd get a little rear loose on corner exit. This has huge push in both corners on exit.
Okay, great to note there on that one, because again, big setup, so these guys kind of have to figure it out on their own. But here's a question for you. We have a short stage 1, 15 laps, right? So
yep.
What if you were to baby those tires, baby that first run? Don't worry about, because again, we're not worrying about no stage points. We're worried about starting positions and track positions, tires, and being at the end to win this thing, right? You're trying to win it. So could there be a possibility, I'm just throwing this out there, but could there be a possibility maybe save them tires in stage 1, right? And then sit on those tires, start this thing off, because you're only you have another short run for stage 2. Could you save some tires and maybe utilize those at the end? Do you think there's going to be enough cautions to do so? There's the other good question.
I don't know. I think because it's just such a short race, I don't think we're going to have an issue with tires. But I will say we're probably going to have a bunch of tire strategies. I can't say too much because I have a game plan going into it, and I don't really want other people to know. But with it being a shorter race, it's going to be I think a lot of different field strategies, and not just field strategy, but also for tire strategies. It's going to definitely be one of those things. We'll see how things go tonight.
Gotcha. And again, I'm curious. I'm very curious because again, you can do, you don't have to take all 4 tires. You don't have to take all 4 tires here. Oh, there it is.
Nope.
Sorry.
I'm just going to take a right rear.
I was gonna kind of
No,
defeat the purpose there, going fast. And,
with how bad I don't think I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing. With this new tire model and how it is tight, I think a lot of people are gonna be trying to do some things as much as they can to loosen it up a little bit. And that might be a 2-tire deal. So we'll see how it goes and see what people do. I know 4 new tires for the first couple laps is pretty decent, but it does still have a little bit of a push, especially behind somebody. So it's up in the air on what's going to happen. I know Tom hadn't really posted what the stages are that I've seen, so I might have to play it by ear on what the stages are to determine like whether or not I'm going to take 2 or 4 or even no tires. I don't know yet. So we'll see how it goes, and I think you're gonna have an exciting race with this new tire model.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because again, if we have a quick caution in stage 1, there's a lot of things going to unfold to throw this thing around. And I think, like you're talking about, if pushing tight is going to be the fight tonight in this car, especially in traffic, and you said the drivers are going to be doing everything they can to loosen this car up. Well, my thought process is right off the bat is if a behind a car makes it tight, I'm going to make sure I'm going to get there up toward the front. And track position is going to be my number 1 priority in tonight's race.
Amen on that. And that's why I'm happy with how qualifying went, because I feel like I'm going to be somewhere up there. I'm just going to have to be conservative a little bit. I mean, you know me well enough where I'm normally the really aggressive one. So I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna change a little bit of a strategy and kind of back it down. This whole season I've been doing that and backing it down and actually having some good long run speed. So I'm happy with how my season's been going. I think I'm sitting 5th, I think, in points right now, and I don't think Baxter's coming back. So that may move me up there. I know there's a couple races. My son does baseball on Friday, so I'm gonna miss a couple weeks there. So as long as I make top 16, I mean, I feel like I'm good with that. And there's still some good tracks that are coming up that I really like. And if Baxter don't come back, that makes it even better for me, because he is really, really fast. And with road course stuff, I mean, that's what my bread and butter on for the Cup car. So a couple races that I wish we had that we don't have, but it is what it is.
Yep. Gotta deal with what the cards were dealt, right?
Amen on that.
But I mean, we have some really tough tracks coming up. Whenever that, we've seen we've got a road course after our break, and then we have Dover, Monster Mile, Loveland. Both those tracks are extremely difficult in their own minds, especially Dover, with just what I know of that track and how aggressive that thing is. Hitting the marks is very crucial. Getting in that rhythm. It's hard to do if there's a lot of records going on, and you can have the big one there. You can have the big one at Dover, because you know how they say stuff rolls downhill, and that track's really steep on every end, so it's all coming down on there.
Yeah, you got a bunch of good racing going to be coming up. I mean, heck, next week we have Pocono. I think Pocono is going to be phenomenal. I mean, especially with an open setup, there's the straightaways having that draft. It's going to be a fun race. I love Pocono, so I feel like I'm going to do pretty decent there. But what I'm looking forward to is the first race after the break, Chicago Street Course. I'm excited about that. Me personally, I would rather have Sonoma than the Chicago Street Course, but they're both great.
Yeah, I mean, in their own minds. I think it's going to be a tight track and show, good driver strength and weaknesses. Absolutely.
Amen. But I appreciate you, Chris. I will let you get back to it, and I will catch you in a bit. Hopefully, I'll be up here at the end of the broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Get up here, get podium, because that's what we're looking for. I mean, but we will talk to everybody else. We'll get them you know, the state or the podium finishers, but you want to be that number one, my man.
That's what I'm hoping for.
There you go, my dog. Hey, bro, let me. Do you know if where Tom's at, so I can try to time my stuff out here on when I need to switch over?
Not 100% sure. I think he is in the process of doing. I know he has a spreadsheet with everybody's times on it, and I think he was in the process of getting the new server set up for us.
Okay, yeah, that's all I need. I need to know when that new server's up so I can get into it. So, someone,
Yep,
if he doesn't let me know, or if you can, whatever, as soon as that server's up, let me know. That way I can jump up in there, and that will be our cue that we are almost ready to go.
Yep, I will. I'll let Tom know as well, and so as soon as we know, as soon as the server gets up, we'll let you know firsthand.
Copy that. Thanks, sir. Appreciate you.
Not a problem.
All right, everyone. That was the 926 Garrett Wiles, and gonna try to get his run in tonight. Did good though. He's gonna be up there toward the front, so you're gonna have that clean air at the start of this thing. Absolutely. But we are definitely dragging this one out this evening. Yeah. Not intentionally. Not intentionally. All right. You know me. I like to get to it. All right. Let's go. We got a race, man. Let's go fast. Let's get some. But right now, we are under red flag situation as we're waiting for the next server to be put up so we can get into it. Let's see if we can put some of this on here just for a moment. So I'm trying to switch up my background. There we go. And I can probably do this, so it'll probably help us out a little bit. Maybe. All right. And right now, if you look behind me here, or on the side, or whatever, back there. So these guys who are still in the other server and still just getting their practice laps in at the moment here. We got the 30 car up on track. Who's the 30? Oh, that's Gus Toro. Okay, that's Gus Toro. He did not qualify, so he's going to start toward the rear of the field. But it's good to see him up there on track. So that 30 car of Gus Toro. He's been showing some pretty fine driving out there on track, getting up there in that top 5, holding up there in that top 5. And he's came a little late, actually really late to the series. So, I mean, if he keeps driving the way he's driving and getting those stage points and good finishes, he may just be there in that that round of 16 and be in contention to slide in for a shot at this for that championship. And that's what these playoffs are all about. It's that if you came in a little late, but you got the skill, you got the talent, you got a chance to point your way up, win a little bit, and get there, and then you can just let your driver do the talking for you, and that's what it's all about. Again, right now we are just waiting for, and as
session just went up.
There it is.
Just was coming in here to let you know. Session just now up, and they are having people load in as we speak.
All right, copy that, my man. Thank you so much. So we will
Not a problem, Chris.
Start to switch up our program. Roger, all of that. Okay, so that was Q there. So what's going to happen now is all these drivers are loading in. Everything will be on spot, ready to go. So we're going to send this on a quick little break. And then we're going to be back here for the start of Stage 1 here in the All-Star Race for Front Row Esports in their 2025 run for the run for that championship in that Cup Series. All right, everyone, stick with us. We'll be back here in just a moment. Thank you so much for your patience, and look forward to getting ourselves underway and back under green.
At this moment, rescue workers are laboring to recover and identify the remains of Jaja Korda, international businessman, maverick in the fields of armaments and aviation, among the richest men in Europe. This was Korda's 6th recorded airplane crash. He is survived by 10 children, 9 boys, 1 nun, his daughter Liesel.
I've appointed you sole heir to my estate, which you may come into sooner rather than later.
Why? It's been 6 years since our last meeting.
I have my reasons.
Which are what?
My reasons? I'm not saying. I'm saying I'm not saying. Korda Land and Sea Phoenician Infrastructure Scheme. My most important project of my lifetime.
Our objective,
disrupting, obstructing, impeding, crippling Corda's enterprise in any manner possible.
Get the hand grenades. Today, tonight, and tomorrow, we rendezvous with every Titan and pretend we agree what we already agreed. But in fact, we don't. We can't.
Call it. Heads. Heads.
Is this supposed to be here? It was under the lunch trolley.
Oh dear, who shot you?
Terrorists from out of town. Help yourself to a hand grenade.
You're very kind.
Could you imagine falling in love with a man like me, by the way, hypothetically?
You're drunk on 3 beers.
Why are you shooting my ceiling?
This is a robbery on behalf of...
I understand that. I'm asking about my ceiling. You idiots are destroying a magnificent nightclub.
One thing you'll never know because you can't. The truth. I suppose I'm moved by this absurd performance.
I recognize this assassin.
Oh no.
Suicide pedal.
Merciful Father, take this miserable sin into the comfort of heaven.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world.
And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
We will protect you.
You're that golfer, aren't you? Bryce Cahill. Used to call you Stick, right?
Yep, that's me.
This guy was a big pro golfer on television, everything. 12th hole, big tourney. Sawgrass, I think, maybe like 2009. Shanks one into the lake and just melts down.
full psychotic break on live TV. It was insane. There was clubs in the water.
I bet you can't even look at a club after a train wreck like that, right?
Things were supposed to be different for me. I look in the mirror. I would not bet on that guy.
Although the divorce has been finalized, there's still the outstanding matter of the family home.
I object.
To what?
That's contempt.
We're not in a
Okay,
courtroom.
I feel like you guys are ganging up on me. My
3-6.
chair's not as high as yours.
There's a tiny
Please,
lever
everyone, can we
under
just,
it.
like, please?
Court's adjourned.
We're not in court.
If you keep looking in the rear view, you're gonna swerve off the road. The question you gotta ask yourself is, what's next?
That was your pep dog?
That's all I got. You're cupping your wrist a little bit.
Did you hear that?
I can barely hear you.
Wait right here, Mrs. Nussbaum. I'll be right back.
I found a kid who swings a golf club like a dream.
What's your name?
I'm not into older guys, but I'm flattered.
Hey, get out of here.
Who coached him?
His dad.
Why'd he stop playing?
His dad.
I'd like to try to qualify him for the U.S. Amateur Championship. I think he could win it all. You don't need to cut the corner here.
Why go around when you can just go over?
Tell me you don't want to go on this trip.
I don't want to go on this trip.
Your mouth's saying one thing, but those eyes are saying something else. Our march towards world domination begins today. Come on, let's do this.
You sure about this?
You've been saying I need to move on. Maybe this is my chance.
You've put everything you've got into this kid.
How good are you? Like, really good? Like, really, really good? Yeah, all the reallys.
And I'm just nervous. If it goes sideways, I don't know if you'll come back this time.
Is he your shot at redemption? This is your mulligan? We might need to skip out on this. I want you to bring the RV around. I'm gonna be walking out, maybe running. When you see me come... Actually, this might not be over. I'll call you back.
Hello, French Jim Nance with Trevor Immelman. What a tournament we have in store.
This game takes and it takes. The game's finally giving me something back.
I'm used to it. People liking me just for golf, same as Dad.
You are my friend, and that's got nothing to do with how well you swing a golf club. I care about you more. Or like Butch and Sundance, like Thelma and Louise, like Turner and Hooch.
You know all those characters died, right?
Hooch lives.
No, Hooch takes a bullet and bleeds out at the end.
Why? That's so unnecessary.
This can't all be true.
Every word. CIA Black Vault break-in. Am I reading this correctly? The Kremlin bombing?
In fairness, the bomb was actually meant to kill him.
He gassed a security briefing. That was just 2 months ago. This explains the handcuffs. It's still not clear why he's here. If we want to bring the world back from the brink, we have to deal with him. Should he choose to accept?
Smart people on every side are close to panicking.
What exactly is your plan? Your team has been betrayed, Ethan. All your secrets compromised. Everything you are, everything you've done, has come to this. You gave him an aircraft carrier?
Our lives are the sum of our choices. This is your calling, your destiny. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
race fans. Woo! Finally, here we go. Stage 1 about to take the green. Got Chris Paul Hamus here with FRB and Front Row Esports. As they're about ready to get their all-star race underway. Got ourselves an eventful qualifying event. 3-lap, basically 3-lap qualifying with a pit stop in between. So really put the test to the drivers as to get their spots in tonight's race. We are just in practice right now, about ready to see this thing green as we are all in. But I believe our full sitter is going to be Mr. Steve Johnson in that one car and put down just a blister of lap right there. So great work for him as we are still getting ready to get our green flag.
Mr. Paul Hamish, you got a copy.
Yeah, we're here,
Hey,
buddy. We're ready to go.
We are going to go here in about a minute.
Okay, we are in and looking for that green flag, my man.
10-4.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it, and man, good luck tonight. Let's see a good race. All right, that's Tom Freitas, the gunny in charge of the Front Row Esports, and he is about ready to give us our starting cues. Awesome. And let's see if I can bring up. I don't think it's going to show us. No, it's not going to show us any kind of results. Maybe it will. Let's see. All right, let's see if this shows our stuff. Yes, it does. Okay, so no, it doesn't. Okay, scratch that. Never mind. Just kidding. So that was just a practice. It seems like results in practice. But let's try this. There we go. All right. So it looks like Carol's going to be sitting on that pole. Then 926 Garrett Wiles. Those two did tie for that pole position. And Steve Johnson brings into that third spot. So it looks like he just barely missed out of that. So let's get our ducks in a row here as we're getting ready to spin this thing off and get us underway here for the show tonight. But thus far, Chris Carroll, your pole sitter, and Garrett Wallace in the outside pole. Looking at Elvis in that fourth position. Steve Johnson inside of him in that third spot. Carl Lindstrom round out your top fiver right there, along with Tom Freitas in the sixth, or so Thompson fifth. You got Carl in sixth, Matt Jones seventh. So you do that trip 7 thing again for old Matt Jones. Good job for him. I like that. The 28 of Brian Zimmerman is in that 8th position, possibly 7th actually. No, 8th. Yeah, no, 7th. Either way, so yeah, this is going to be your top 10 rounded out. Scotty Stevens, Joey Miller, Thomas Stevens, the guys are up. Field, Kyle Woman, Tanner Arm, Monty Morrison, Matt Netler, and Gus Toro. You guys are rounded our field. We're about ready to take that green flag in just 1 moment here. Oh yeah, Peter. It's time. Fast up in Charlotte.
Green flag, green flag.
And we are gone. Green flag for the stage 1. One car is going to surge out. Carroll's going to lead the way though. 18-1. Garrett Wells side by side with Tom. Tom on the bottom. On the outside. That was close. Then he started to slide the position. He does. Nice. Maintaining the position. Working on the 28 and the 02. Oh no. Here comes Scotty on the outside. It's going to get tight on exit. It does. But these guys are going to maintain as we're going to fly He's going to back out of that play and go 32 now high to the outside. 02 into the wall. Great for the 8 is hitting, dodging out of the way like dodgeball. And we got tragedy there. And misses the 02. 02's going to stay in it. Gets on the got more contact, right on top of each other. A lot of contact to the fence right there. These guys just have to that exit. Right now, Chris Carroll really he's to the 32 of Tom. He's going to utilize his time. Are going to go side by side. Ooh, scratches to the fence by a few drivers. The 28 is one of them. 28 is going to go side by side. Worked out bottom line 28. Look at that. Scotty Stevens working a line right now. Look, 83 of Lindstrom. He's going to on the bumper to 1960. Hit the shove by 1960. In the 80, it seems like. It stalls at his run. That's a 77. We got more guys diving for positions here. Tom's going to fight side by side. One car of the 32 lights out bottom line. One is getting that X up and momentum down the track. Now, the 8 and right into the fence again, racking up and slowing up. Last piece of racing, if they know to go fast, stage 1. He's got side by side. Got Russ and I believe 69 of Larry Bell. Side by side. Look back into this racing in 18. Checking, trying to check out and checking out. But doesn't escape. He made it to the melee. And the 28 going to go side by side now. Scotty Stevens has himself a hot rod on the outside, really utilizing that throttle in the right position. Momentum down that back strip. He's going to utilize it again. 32 right here, trying to slow him up. Something in the face there. That's and he is against, now he's against the fence. The spark field line. Yet, Scotty. Come on now. But sparks be applied to that 0-2. Same thing now. But as we say that, we do back on the side. Again, 0-2 Steve sends it into the fence. Yeah, he got all of it that time. And that's what he's calling his run at 48. Rip on 5 along with the 19 Scotty. He wins his run. 19 with a 28. Possibly that slowed up momentum of the 32 does. Gets around the outside. Continue his forward progress as we got the Garrett Wells is starting to track in on it. Garrett Wells doing getting 7th position. Quiet that down a wee bit. Yeah. Good stuff. Side by side again, you're looking at the 0-2 Scotty Stevens in trouble in the back here. And the 83 of Lindstrom looking to get past that. Maybe do a 2-1er as these guys get stalled up. But, whoa, how about this? The 42 Wildman Wellman surging into the picture up 6th position. And into the fence, and into the fence they go. Back to 19, right on there. Down the back right now. Got to use that fence on 91X. We're going to try to keep that high line. That part out. And that's very crucial in all these cars. Even race car, that is the name of the game.
The yellow flag is out.
The yellow flag out. That is going to be the option. So we got Larry Bell and Ronnie Ford possibly. That's going to come out before the stage end. Oops. Wrong button. My bad. That was where we were at, too. Oh, that looked nasty, didn't it? Oh, that's a 77. He got a piece of that one, too. So we're going to see... Okay, so it looks like maybe this might happen in front of them. See the 69er, the 43, the 4 of Tanner Marr. And yes, we see the 8 car. He's gaining in on the 77. 8 car now making his run down that back stretch. 77 is going to keep it low. 8 looks like he goes for a push, possibly. Slows his roll. Right? So now the 8's going to push the 77, but the 4 car, Tanamar, jumps down to the bottom. So these guys are all going to go. This is all where it begins, I believe. 8's going to go high. 4's going to go low. 77 is going to kind of stick the middle here. We got contact. Oh, there it is. Contact by the 4 to the 77. So 4 overcooks that center as the 77 is working that middle line. And then the 8 just kind of finishes him off right there. As oh, yeah, no. He gets back into the 8. Take those 2 into the fence. 43, nowhere to go. Same thing with the 69er. Those guys get checked up. Yes, they do. So the 69er and then the 79, I believe, of Matt Metler get checked up. But the 77 and the 8 go get the worst of it and go for the ride. 43 is hurt too, but those guys are going to go from there. So let's see. That is going to put, says Tom in the front. Wow. All right, we'll let this thing cycle through. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Miles per hour, last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
Ready? Because there's no going back.
Welcome back. Here we go. Stage 2. Get ready to get its green flag on. As we got Tom Freitas in the 32. Goodness, our chart from Row Eastward. He is leading the way. Stratavigs are in effect. And this guy's going to show us what and how he's going to get it done. It's going to go green for stage 2 in just a moment.
Green flag, green flag.
And we are out of here. All right, so we got another short shoot for stage 2. We're looking at 15 laps in this guy as well. So let's see, make sure that we are on. We should be. Good. Came out in time. Yes, it did. Yeah. So we are in stage 2 at the moment here. And sorry, my bad. 32. He's gonna take over this freight lead, get that clean air. 30 or the 18. Oh, ouch! The one gets in the wall right there, trying to get some the 7 bubble. He's got to go side by side, and 42 is going to try to reel him in. 42 showing some really quick speed here in practice this evening, so no surprise to see that 42 making its way to the front and doing it ever so smartly. Working that high line, liking the high line, getting that speed and momentum off from there. So you see, again, these are only a 15-lap run, so what's the harm and foul of utilizing the tires, burning them down to get some track position for that final stage. We've got the 32 he is being stalked by the 18. 18's going to stay and lay right there and chase, but now we have the 42. Oh, sideways into the wall, brings it back, loses himself 3 positions instantaneously. Here comes Gusto Toro in the 30. He's up now, your biggest mover, 11 positions, and he's going to land himself smack dab right in the middle of all of this. We got the 1 car, Steven Johnson, how to get out the gas with this momentum. And look at this cluster. Oh, here it goes. Here comes my pick. Oh, my pick just spun Steve Johnson. Oh, my goodness. Johnson goes up into the fence. He's going to hold on to it and keep it out of the traffic. But I believe that does make him done, son, for stage 2. As let's just see if we can try to keep it on just 1 lap down. But he is hurt. He is dragging all kinds of parts. Not looking good. He's ranting back into the pits. Gonna have to get that spare backup car out to Hauler. 28 now and the 42 going to go side by side. Brian Zimmerman taking to the outside. Well, we've seen that all unfold with one of the guys I was picking because I really like this car, though. Hughes Brown in the 35. He gets that, he got in the back of him, of the 1 car, and sitting him up into the fence. Ouch. He is up to the 9th spot at the moment and sneaking into that top 10. Mr. Ronnie Morrison in that 69er. And looking for more. These guys are closing in on that 8 car as we got battles happening up toward the front. 42, Kyle Wellman, and the 28 of Zimmerman. Looks like Kyle Wellman fell off pace there as he got loose off of 2 a few laps ago. He's recovered, and now he's got himself a good line on 27. Utilize the momentum and trap. Doesn't quite, ow, both those guys smack fence there. That's going to take that 42 back into the fence once again and slow his roll. So he's going to stay in the hammer. He let it eat. He let it go, and he is. Oh, so the 27 stalled up more than the 42 did. Now the 27 is going to try to piece it out outside line. These guys are going to go tango and side by side once again. Contact to the 27. 27 is going to go around. Almost holding on to it, sliding across the grass. Oh my goodness! Out, and then caution. Oh, he had that thing locked down the whole time. Just a passenger there, riding along. Minimal contact or minimal damage, I think, to that 27. But he may, be able to survive without utilizing his faster bear, his backup car in the hauler, if you will. Let's look it up. We've seen it right here. So let's get a little bit closer into the matter. As the 42, he gonna plow up tight, kind of did like that 4 car did the 77. He gonna hook that left rear, and it's gonna send him around, send him for a ride. He stays in it right here, tries to keep it pointing. You see him, he dials that wheel back, but to no avail. So finally, he's gonna let off the gas, and he's gonna. Oh, now he gets it pointed back. Luckily, he gets a hook of the road course there. He gets that thing hooked away from that inside fence, slides across that grass. And now he's just going to try to lock her down here once he gets her back under control. But he does. Trying to keep it pointed back the right direction. Still working the car. Never stops driving. And then finally, it just comes back around on him again. And so he locks it down right here. And, going to put us under our caution. Wow. So you got a couple PO drivers, I'm thinking right there. Got the 1 car and the 27. Both those guys are going to get in here and get some done when it comes to fixings and strategies and stuff. But the 1 car gets to get his lap back. If he didn't go a lap down, I'm sure he did. And let's see if we can still stay in the fight. Now that does make Chris Carroll your race leader. Bring him back up to the race front and move Brian Zimmerman and Gusto Toro up to your top 3. Again, this is all about winning tonight. All right, we're going to take ourselves a break. Be back here in a moment.
There's something wrong.
Avengers are not coming. Who will keep people safe?
right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You got Chris Paul Hamas here at Front Row Esports and their All-Star Challenge tonight here for 2025. But we are live here, all thanks to Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink. We have Raptor Race Graphics, and of course, brought to us by the Stars. Thank you so much, Starlink, for this awesome picture. Right now, we are getting ready to set this thing green for a 4-lap shootout or 5-lap shootout here in stage 2, and then we're going to be going to stage 3 right after. Super stoked about that one. So we have Chris Carroll on the 18. He's going to be sitting outside. Brian Zimmerman, both these guys. It's all about your launch here, and you know, getting seen. We only seen a few cars who had to go down to pit road, so a lot of these guys are on that warm rubber, if you will. And so basically what's going to happen here, you got to watch your restarts, make sure you hook up. And so it does look like Carroll is your race leader. He has elected to take that outside line, and that's what puts him on the bottom here. He wants that launch off. He wants that to try to get control of this race. All right, Phil's bringing it down. Quick little short shoot and scoot here for this stage. And
green flag, green flag.
Okay, Carroll off to a decent start here. Everybody's sitting it in right now. Get him some. He is. Position. Yeah. Ow! Oh my goodness. These guys are just moving right now. Not messing up. Oh, that was close. So far, Carroll off to a really nice start here. And that's what he needs, because it's a short shoot and scoot to the end of this stage. So we got the 30 now, moving on up 14 positions. Gus Otoro, your biggest mover, but he's bringing company. That 35, Hughes Brown, my initial pick for this evening. And he is now looking like he may be a contender, as he's on the bumper of that 83 and trying to get past that 30. So this is your cluster for that top 5, and they're bringing more company along with him. Here comes Tanner Marr. Guy's quick behind the wheel as well, but that momentum is going to go to that 35 on the outside, but he gets a piece of that wall. And that's going to leave the 4 car no choice but to give him a nice bump and help through. That's going to stall up him. 30's going to take over that bottom. 4's going to try to rotate on that outside, get a hold of that guy's outside door. He does. So now it's going to bring him right to the front of that 35. So now blocking his sights on Carl Lindstrom. Lindstrom in the 83 moves himself into that 3rd position. Heck yeah, good job there in the 83 machine. That Napa Chevy trying to show some speed, but here comes that 35. Hughes Brown really starting to barrel in on that 83. Right on that start of the machine. That start. Looking to fire.
Caution, yellow flag.
Down. That is into stage. That is going to be. Yep, into stage. Chris Carroll's going to go ahead and take that win. And again, there are no points here, so it's all about positioning. These guys are going to bring it in one more time and see if there's going to be tire changes, flip of scripts. You know, this is where your strategy needs to be on point. You just got pace car ripping out, and going to take over the control of this race field. But Carroll leading the way. Now let's line them up. So where they stand here at the moment. All right, there we go. Stand by 1. There it is. All right, Carroll, your race leader. Brian Zimmerman, 2nd position. Carl Lindstrom, 3rd. Hold on to that P3. Hughes Brown, 35 car. That Star Wars machine. He is that Death Star's making its way into some serious firing position, trying to get that stage, that win at the end. Got Bubbles right here. He's in it. Gus Otoro. Lots of guys staying out. 42 Wellman. Bubbles staying out. Tom's staying out. So these guys may have just got themselves some, good tires not too long ago, and they're looking to utilize this track position. Track position is going to be key. Jones is staying out as well. Carroll's going to be your first one, more or less, with 4 tires, I believe, coming off pit road now. And you see the race off the pit road does continue. Or finish up. So that's going to leave the 27 of Bubbles, a.k.a. Hunter Lagunas, your race leader, into the start of stage 3, your final stage of tonight. And it will be a 40-lap run. So these guys will need to, if they got the tires, they got the fuel, they shouldn't have to pit. So there should be an all, but it all does depend on our cautions and where they may lie and fly in tonight's race. Let's go and get on over to stage 3. And there we are. All right, give me 1 second here. So I'm going to flip us over to the final stage of the season. Race fans, you got Chris Flamus here, still with you, not going anywhere, got your back, no worries, we got you. But we got the FRB here, live from the 805, and we got Front Row ESPORTS in their quest for that P1. Now, but we're going for the win here. It's all-star race, all-star, all day. So, there's no points, just no second place, all right? It's about getting out there and getting it done. Bragging rights, all of that. 27 of Bubbles. Gonna fire us off on the bottom. Tom in the 32 on the outside. Here we go. Green, possibly for the last time tonight.
Green, green, green.
Big shove by the 18 to the 42. They're gonna have momentum going into 1. 83 is gonna try to get there as well, but the 77. I like his outside line here. But that's going to put him right next to the 83. Those two are going to stall up. But we got Wellman now 3 wide. Oh, Cinder in, baby. Looks like the 32 knew better. Oh, he does. That kind of messed up his center arc there, and he gets a piece of the fins, but not a lot. Didn't slow him off too much, as he just seemed like a grazing a glance. 18 still, mired back behind him here. A little bit of traffic, trying to get that clean air. Does not. Tom gets a little bit of that wake dumped on his nose here, but that is going to help him on exit. He's going to get to that 32's bumper and give him mean shovings down the back stretch here. Tries to send him in. 32 is going to shut that door. See, no running up here to get him, but he's sorry. Start battling out with Kyle Wellman, seeking his sights on the 27. I'm trying to look at it. 27. Fast, but that 42 has got some. He's a professional on this outside line as he goes right to exit out of 2. Here's the shot, too. I think he's got a lot of that. That kind of scratching it slightly, but not really. He's got some up here. He's going to have another big line. He's waiting to get there, charge out, and 27 to leave off. But right now we have the 32 of Tom sneak attack on the right before with the 42. Comes Tom, sneak attack to the bottom. He's going to bring that 18 run along with him. As these guys, out of 2, scratching fence right there. Walls is taking a beating out of 2. We'll go back to the guys. I don't know where it'd be something. We got a challenge in the race lead. Bubbles now to the outside. 42's going to go to the bottom. Right with 42. under attack by Tom. He said, I have none of that. He had got a run, got momentum, and utilized it. Tried to jump on the 27 and go into the control. That way, get into that P1, send the 27 back to fight with the 18 and the 32. Now, side by side with the 18. 18 is going to seek that bottom line. He has a good line. Good launch off. A little soft from Tom, but has that power, able to plan it. Gets around. The 18, utilizing still that midline, and then down to bottom. Marking it down to the line now. Tom loves this track, and it's showing at the moment here. His experience and knowledge is paying off when it comes to rotate out. And again, we will go battle again once again. I can't let this up here. I will try to go back to the 77, 32, and 18. Back at it again once again. 18 finds that bottom line, but Tom's going to like that high exit. So he's going to try to keep this back. No, the 18's going to send her in, and now he's all of a sudden 42 of Kyle Wellman in trouble right now. Possibly falling back. Going to get a twofer. Doors open. 18's going by. 13's going by. 42 is going to utilize a high line and stop bleeding here as he really lost a lot of momentum there. And he does. He puts it work in and maintains his P3, but Tom's not letting up. Tom smells the blood in the water, and he is all over him as he's working that bottom line now, trying to attack these two still side by side. Tom still working his magic on the bottom line. Everything he can to put the pressure on the higher line and then hard to exit out. Take it on the outside, and that's going to bring you with all this tip and tat back and forth, stuff going on. You got Brian Zimmerman bringing in a heap of company and a heap of trouble. Here comes that 77. Matt Jones. Jones is pretty fast. He knows how to learn how to get it done. Boys showing another strong run inside that top 10. That's exactly what he does have. Oh, trying to come 3.5. Front. There goes the 83. Lindstrom. Now to the bottom, gets rotated around. And these guys will not let it go. Good battling here. Sorry, I was so calling this stuff. As we got a battle for the race lead. Here comes Chris Carroll in the 18. Shows his speed. Qualifying now, showing it again in the race. 18 going to go side by side with 27 Bubbles. Will Bubble get his bubble popped, or is he just going to float away? As we got out to the wall right there. To the wall! To the window! To the... yeah, you got it. Oh, God, he definitely put a beating to that outside fence right there as he doesn't really slow up, but he utilizes that Chastain style of maneuver and the momentum bouncing off of him. But how long without doing that? As you see, we're side by side, and we still got a lot of races left to get ahead of us. So now, Chris Carroll, the 18, he's going to take the great lead. Nah. Now he's going to jump away from that 27, trying to stop that side clear. Does not. 27 is going to go back at him again. These guys not letting up at all. Oh my goodness. Fantastic. Drag race crossing line. That's what 27 on this one. 27 likes this high line, but it is treacherous out there, as you see. That it gets real tight on exit, and these cars are having a hard time keeping that thing off that wall. Now the 27 gets by the 18 and is bringing the 28. Without all that battling side by side, it has literally brought the top 5 right to their doorstep. As the 18 now under attack by the 28 of Brian Zimmerman, finding that same middle to high mark out. Got the power, and he's utilizing it. In that 28 Havoline Ford Mustang, Texaco, sorry. Oh, big hit to the 27, gonna send him down the back stretch as turbo boost engaged for the 27. As the 28, wow, gets a good receipt. Look at the gain. He held the 18 at bay there and gained just ever so slightly. Side by side once again. back to Tom Freitas. You know, and dude, look at him, dude. He is fighting super tough. Stoked for that 32. And with that 32, he's got out here. He's got something though. Wildman Wellman hasn't really unleashed the wild side. As fighting this time. You got Lindstrom. He's just searching, playing pick and move that rearview mirror, trying to find himself a hole to gain on there. Almost too good a gain. That's almost in the back of the bumper. That's just his little slideway. Right now, single file Bubbles has taken over, or I'm sorry, has held off the charge of the 18, and now holding off the charge of the 28 for the time being. Time being's really, you know, let's go with last lap here, as we're going to see that tower change to the left-hand side. See who's making some good lap times and who's falling off. We got Bubbles over 9, 29, 9, 6, 49, 8, 7, 11, 28. 28. Guys are here falling off. He's in the 30s. These guys are in the 30s now. 29, 8, 6. Bubbles trying to pick it up ever so slightly with the 28 of Zimmerman. Trying to maintain pace right now. They're going tit for tat right now, literally 1/100th of a second. As Carroll now so how long are they going to hold this pace, and how bad is the fall off? That's a really good question. 22 going to go side by side with 83, giving himself perched up on a spot here. These guys go side by side, see if he can take him down and get there in time. But that 32 and what car he will be pushing. That Joe's holding on to that 7 starting. 5 up to 6. Now it's 7. He's under attack with that 35. Up he's around. Darth Vader machine. Woo! Good view right here. The second second for 5. We've got 3 wide. Yeah, 3 wide, 0-2 of the, oh, contact in the 77, 35, sends a 77 on up, and he's going to take more contact, gets a 926, 926 is out of it. Oh, man, he's hurt, he is, that's TKO. Oh, tow that thing and put it back in. Oh, that's a bummer. Bummer. So 35 may strike again, I believe the 35. Also got the one car of Johnson earlier tonight. Remember, he does serve me proper. The one car is going to rip around the 35, trying to have none of it. He's trying to get back forward again. He's in 8th position, that one car is. And he is in a fight, a very critical fight here. Has to go to clear and continue to move forward. As now he does have company on his bumper of that 35. Darth Vader dropping the killer blows tonight, and he's swinging that lightsaber all times, just striking it down. You know, just turning everybody to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Helps to lead the race though, right? Again, you guys are right there with each other on speed, watching that last time. Zimmerman falling off ever so slightly. Carroll backing off, and could this be a tire? Always the question of the race 32, that bottom line 42. Out the top there, it's Carl Lynch trying to move on in. Okay, here comes one car, Steve Johnson. Johnson going to go for the pass, does so on the bottom with ease. Now he's got a lot of ground to make up. He's going to need a caution or some nitrous into that one car to get him up here to the 7. Bubbles now trying to maintain his control on this race field. Tracking. Oh, what? he does, into the fence. That's going to be a caution. See if he can bring it to a stop here. Put us in a yellow. We're going to need it. So yeah, so he will bring us under caution here. Oh, no, he does not. He tows. So if he actually would have just held his brake and stopped and brought us under a caution, which would have been justified, and we can use one. But 12 laps left remaining in the race. This is going to be, I think, a long run style finish here. Who's going to have the gustos at the end? Who's going to have that tire and agility for us to let the car and start there? He's using that outside line, but I really like how Bubbles, Hunter Lagunas, is working that bottom line, not heating up those outside tires. That way he can use that outside line maybe in the last 10 laps of tonight's race and hold the charge of that 28 as Zimmerman. But Zimmerman seems to be plowing tight through center and losing his run off. So that's enabling the 27 going to get that full exit out and keep his run up in front of the 28. Chris Carroll's going to go off pace, and so has the top. Is going to doing great work here in tonight's race in that top 5. Round out your top 5. It's going to be that Carl Lindstrom in that 83. But don't ever count out Johnson. Steve Johnson. He's got all the injuries in now. And Travis drag racing is going to be for that pit position, trying to get inside that top 5. Johnson kind of have clear, put a little floor to him and give him some extra room here. But he needs that exit, he needs that entry in, so he can get this exit right there. He does. That's going to put the 83 on the bumper of the one, but he's got that clean air, and he's dumped the nasty in front of the 83, and the 83 is going to stall off right here. You see him plow out. And able that drive off of Johnson. So Johnson's still trying to move over here, but it's too little, too late for that one car as a 27 and 28 are trying to drive away with this thing. Carroll is just kind of in a, kind of a style of Tom. These guys are still tracking at the same time. Carroll off his pace slightly, but 32 is going to have to get around it. One car's closing the end, and Bubbles is really strong. Steadfast run up here for that 27 of Hunter Lagunas. In that bottom line, that 80 down there, he gets right on that white line, painting that line all kinds around the center, helping that car turn and get he's got this car dialed in this fixed setup, figured out at Charlotte, coming in 6 laps left remaining. That is the class of the field with 18 and 32 just outside on lunch break. But getting out of the cafeteria with Steve Johnson here, as he's really ran down the entire, all the front runners, and has performed himself into that 5th position. Still making the charge, not letting go, trying to get more. And I'm starting to see possibly 27 losing some ground between 28, closing in to be there in time. 5 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Ryan Finley. I'm giving her all she's got, Cap! He does. Good right there. Right here. Run with it, son. Let's go. Run it out. That's the elbow. Wow. Great center. 27 just can't figure out what to do there. Block it or what? Right to the bottom. Oh, it's maybe done that. Dang. He got right behind the wing again. Cloud tight up there. And that fell him up. So I think he needs to stick to that outside line like side outside line, I think if you take that extra here, that would be 27's demise. So it's going to be up to the 28 to get there, put the pressure on that 27 with 2 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Coming to 2 to go. 27 Bubbles doing everything he can to stay out in front of that 28. The 28 just can't seem to get the style of ponies that he needs to get there, to get to the 27's bumper and put some good pressure on the 27 right now. It's 27. Keep the thing off the fence, keep hitting your marks. Another lap and a half around, and it's yours, buddy. Bubbles. And the 27. Another great turn, good exit. Staying on point. Last lap in tonight's 2025 Front Row Esports All-Star Race. Zimmerman just can't get there. That arrow was just a little too much for him, it seems, but maybe, you know, that getting to that bottom and, you know, just didn't work out for him. But it does look as if 27 blowing bubbles to not only the crowd and to the drivers. 27 takes the win. Congratulations, my man. It is. So that will be Bubbles in the 27, 28 of Brian Zimmerman in that second position, followed by your top, your podium position will be Steve Johnson in the 1 car in that 3rd spot, followed by the 18 of Chris Carroll, and then rounding out, into the fence he goes. There goes Scotty Stevens to round out your top 5. Gus Toro, good run for him, 6th position. Carl Lindstrom, 7th. Tom gets there in that 8th. So these guys had some issues at the end. And then Hughes Brown, 9th. Round out your top 10 of Ronnie Morrison. All right, let's look over our race results here so you get a feel for the entire field with their finishing efforts. And job well done this evening. So good job. And then let's look over. Oh yeah, so you round out to after your top 10, Matt Mettler, Garrett Wiles. We have a burnout going down. Yes, we do. Awesome. Love it. 18, 27. He's got teammates in 28 too. Giving them all some love. Great run for all those guys. But Bubbles, you're Baltimore champion. Alright, to round out your field here, as you got Kyle Wellman, or Garrett Wiles, Kyle Wellman, Chummy Miller, Thomas Stevens, Matt Jones, Tanner Marr, and Larry Bell. Round out your field in tonight's race. Let's get over to post-race show, get ourselves a hold of winner. Tom, what's up, my man? I see you made it in to the post-race show. Thank you so much for showing up. Appreciate you. 32 Tom is here. Tom, you look good out there.
Yeah, I think I got saved with the race.
What was that, my man? Come back.
I think I should get the save of the race award.
Oh, I think we may have missed that because you all of a sudden you were there and then you weren't.
I was sideways through all of turn 3 and 4.
Oh wow.
Get the going. Get the going. It was fun. Yeah.
Nice, my man.
It was a good race though. It was a fun race.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, again, so strategies prevailed, and we had a good run at the end.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Nice.
Congrats there to Hunter Lagunes, Brian Zimmerman, and Stephen T. there on 1, 2, and 3. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Bubbles, man. Yeah, Zimmerman just couldn't get there at the end. It looked like he had a shot there, but he seemed like 3 to go. He took that bottom line, tried to get behind, try to get that momentum. But I think it worked. It reverse psychology on him on that one because he plowed tight and had to get up out the gas, lost momentum, so lost his run. But I mean, it was great racing at the end.
Oh yeah.
We had some bulldogs out there on track. That 35 was striking down them Obi-Wan Kenobis with that lightsaber in his race car tonight. But yeah, we had a couple of them. But it's a good racing, good cautions, and but all in all, success.
It was a good race.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have them up in the broadcast waiting room. I'm gonna go take care of some other stuff, so I'll be back.
All right.
They are ready.
If you could drop over Hunter real quick for me, that would be fantastic.
Got him.
Appreciate you.
There he is.
All right, my man. Thank you so much. All right, we got the 27 Bubbles here, a.k.a. Hunter Lagunas, your race winner. What up, dog?
Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Finally won one. Finally got an all-star,
Yeah. Too bad it didn't count. I mean,
no,
my bad. I'm kidding.
It don't matter. Win's a win.
He's like, I got bragging rights, right?
Yeah.
No, dude, that was a great run, man. That 28 was on your bumper. And then, honestly, I mean, the way you fought off that 18 and put the whip snap down on him, make him burn off his tires, that was genius, dude. Great job. Great run tonight.
I was just testing stuff with this new update here. This is my first race on it, and I can't believe I won one finally. I knew if I could keep Carroll behind me, I wouldn't. So he had the fresh tires there. I got involved in a wreck there with Kyle, which he just got tight there with this new air and stuff, this new aero update. Pushed into me, spun me around, and I was like, shoot, I have to pit now, make up the spots here. So when those guys all up front pit, I can stay first or second, hopefully get some clean air and, win this race. And that's kind of what happened, Carroll and Wellman definitely had way better tires than me. But I think, Carroll and Zim there, and, I just got lucky with it, really.
Well, that clean air seemed to be really playing its dividends. So smart there to utilize track position and get out there, get that clean air. But I mean, honestly, dude, that was cool. We actually got all of that too. We got all of your wreck and spin. That was some cool stuff. Spinning it down through the infield there, doing some awesome landscaping. And I don't know, but from my angle, from my point of view, there, my man, it looked like there was some intentional stuff on exit for the 42. I mean, I'm just saying. It looked like you kind of utilizing your car to turn with. But that's just from me, all right? Don't quote me on it.
No, like I said, it's whatever. I mean, I wasn't mad. I saw him pushing, so I tried to give him some more room, and it was either the wall or let him spin me. And I was like, I'll just spin to the infield, and I got lucky there.
Yeah.
I didn't get hit because I spun all the way back up on the track and didn't get hit by anyone else. I was like, lucky me. But wild stuff.
Talk about it. The guy who spins it through the infield at speed, okay, and brings it back to win. How about them apples, huh?
Spin and win.
Spin and
How about
win.
that?
Oh, there you go, baby. Spin and win. Absolutely. I like it. But man, so it seemed like, I don't know what was the line out there tonight. What was the fast line? But you held that bottom line like a champ, painting that white line through the center. It seemed like that's one thing that was playing its dividends on your run tonight.
Like at the start of the race, it was just wherever you could find clean air, right? If you're behind someone, you're not the leader. You need to figure out a spot where you can get nose, or air on your nose there on the exit and through the center and partially through the entry. I feel like with this update now, if you can get some air there throughout the center and it hits your nose, you're going to get rotated better, right? But if you have absolutely nowhere, if you follow them right in there, like you're gonna push like a dump. So
Yeah, we've seen that too. Dump trucking to hey, what did turn 2 exit say to you drivers that PO'd you guys to the point where everybody had to take a smack at it?
I don't know, man. It was just it was just whispering to us, you know what I mean?
Because man, bam, bam. I mean, we were just seeing sparks flying everywhere. I swear I thought it was 4th of July. I really did, dude, because we had fireworks coming out of all those cars tonight. Tailpipe to sparks be flying, man. That was some good stuff.
Yeah, it was a great race. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna complain about nothing. I think one of the better races I've put on this season. You know, I bet it was a blast. You know, watching me, Carol, and Zim there fight there.
Oh yeah.
I figured.
No,
I mean, he had me cleared at one point, and I was like, oh man, it's done and over with. So, but I got lucky and got back to us outside, and I was able to use the draft to pinch him down and hold him, and just get lucky, really.
Man, yeah, we've seen that too. That was the never give up attitude that really paid its dividends at the end for you, because you were able to, like, literally, you like, nope, no, I want it back. And then as soon as you did that, it's like he folded. You know, his tires said that's enough. I can't give you no more. You know. But man, what a great run you did, dude. You fought back with tremendous adversity, and of course, just took care of control of the race lead. Man, good run for you tonight, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You got it, my man. My pleasure. So some shout outs real quick. We can chat here because I know we've been on there for quite the minute now. with all said and done.
Yeah, thank you. I know you've had this, you know, you've been building this there. We're going to do this race a few weeks ago, and it got pushed back. And so thank you for broadcasting this. Thanks, Tom, for, you know, adminning. Christopher Cashino's out there in the admin booth now. Want to thank everyone, you know, Racing Clean. Great league we got here, really. Want to give a huge shout out to Dylan Banks and his grandma. I know she's not doing well. And, you know, everyone over there at Bowtie Bandits, you know, Tom, Chris, Carl, Ronnie, Garrett. I mean, just a great team over there. But yeah.
And well, you guys are putting on one heck of a show tonight, and you did it once again, dude. So congratulations to you on that win. Hard-earned and well-deserved win, my man. So great job. Congratulations to you. Keep this momentum up.
Thank you. I'm going to try. You know, people are complaining about this update, but I think this is going to kind of fit into my hands. I like this kind of driving style, you know what I mean? Make yourself slow down and just get it up and go.
Well, you definitely put the whip snap down on the field tonight, and really, manhandled that race lead. So, congratulations to you once again, my man. Good job, dude. Hella good job.
Yeah, thank you.
You got it, buddy. All right, that was Hunter Lagunas, aka Bubbles, or reversed on that matter. But all in all, fast kid, and he is getting it done out there on track for this 2025 season. Super stoked to see what he has become, and what he is becoming, honestly, on his venture in racing aspect here in iRacing. Let's go ahead and get ourselves over and get Mr. Brian Zimmerman here. All right, let's see if we can get Zimmy up on the mic.
Buddy, how are you?
Ah, there he is, Mr. Zimmerman. You got Chris Williams here. Obviously, you got a copy, my man. You had yourself a hell of a fight tonight in that 28 machine.
Oh, man, I tell you. Well, first off, congratulations to Hunter. He ran a great race, had some great strategy there to get to the front, and had a fast car, got some clean air, and, man, I just couldn't do nothing with him. Got to his bumper there with about 3 to go, and it just pushed so hard in 3 and 4. And then once I lost that momentum, I just didn't have enough time to get back to him. But he was super fast. He deserved the win, so congrats to him. But it was a fun run tonight. Restarted that last segment. I think I started about 8th on the restart and able to get up to 2nd. We had really good speed, but by the time I got up to Hunter, I wore him out pretty good. Tried to save a little bit, have something for him at the end, but he was just too good tonight. Congrats to Hunter.
I mean, and you gave it everything too. You gave it your all, it seemed. And you actually, I was watching your run, and the way that you were figuring out that that mid to outside line and that arc out to keep you off the wall, but still keep the momentum up and be able to plant that power, that was paying off. You were gaining on him. I don't know. I think that, again, I'm just sitting up in a booth, not in a car, but I think if you would have stayed to that outside and held it, when you went to the bottom, to get behind him, try to utilize that draft, but it kind of looked like it went reverse on you, and it took all the grip away from your nose, and you went up that track, lost some momentum, and that was all she wrote. But
that was it.
I kind of think that if you would have just kind of like stuck to your guns, I know it was coming to the last laps, and you had to do something. You needed to close that distance. But I think maybe if you would have held that line like you were doing, because you were gaining on them fast too. It may have been a drag race across the line for that finish, but all in all, man, what a run! Seriously, you're just fighting tooth and nail, bro.
I know it. That's 2 years in a row we finished second. Last year we finished second in All-Star race to Carroll. This year we finished second to Hunter. So it's fun to run good, but man, but you're right. I was saying it as I did it, and I was pushing out of 3 and 4. I should have stayed high. I was trying to get to his bumper, not to bump him, but to hopefully get him, get him loose a little bit off that turn, get him, because he was pushing off the corner. So I was hoping maybe it'd push him out into that outside wall and we could get to the inside, was my thought. But instead I got tight and I pushed high. So I think if I'd stayed high, we could have at least got beside him. If I could have ever got to his outside, I think I could have cleared him. But he's too smart for that. He was going to make sure I couldn't get to his outside. But if I could ever got to the outside, I think we could have put the move to him. But just couldn't get there. He was too good tonight.
Well, you put on one heck of a show attempting it, though. I guarantee you that.
Well, it was a lot of fun. We appreciate all y'all do. I know this has been a long night for you, especially in between qualifying and the race. So we appreciate all you do for us, man, getting this race to going. And, I know you put a lot of effort into this. So I'm glad. I appreciate all you do for us. So, and I'm also glad that a few weeks ago when we were supposed to run it, you were sick. So I'm glad we were able to get you well and get you to do our broadcast for us tonight, man. You do a great job.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate that a lot. And I didn't want to trash this thing, because it was going to be a lot of fun, something different, and and again, just spice it up for the season, right?
Yeah.
And you guys did it tonight.
I think we did. I think everybody had a good time. It was a fun race. No points involved, so no pressure. The points are off. You're just out here having fun and going for that trophy. And congrats to Hunter. I can't wait to see some pictures of that trophy posted up online when he gets it. So looking forward to that.
It's going to be a cool one, too, actually. It's going to be a really cool one. I actually had one design in mind that I was going to do for it, but I think I may do another. After I built I did the whole star and the logo and everything, I was thinking of, what if I can build a trophy star lit up? Everything on it, all-star, So I've been working on it right now, and I'm trying to get everything to line up. But anyways, that'll be a surprise for another day.
You're making me even more sick, man. I wanted that trophy. Maybe next year.
Yep, next year, man. Don't worry. Hey, that first is right around the corner. That P1.
We'll get it. Hey, shout out to Tom. He does a great job with our league. I know that you and him have been working together for years now, and we appreciate what Tom does. Word was out this week that Tom this is his last season. We're going to have some new management coming in next year. Tom's going to step away, but I just want to say thanks to Tom. Hopefully I'll getting some more interviews between now and the end of the year, but if not, thanks to Tom for all he does for this league. He's really built a fun league, a lot of great guys in here, so big shout out to Tom for all he does.
Right on. Well said there, Tim. Honestly, and you're the class of the class when it comes to our drivers, buddy. You really are.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Well, it's fun. We got a lot of really good guys in here. And before you let me go, I'd like to give a shout out to my brother-in-law, Andrew, and my nephew, Brody, and my sister, Samantha. They're always watching, so shout out to them. And Jonathan, his brother, they always give us some good support on those broadcasts. So they really enjoy your broadcast. So it's nice to have them following us, and I thought I was going to get them a win tonight.
Oh, so close, my Brody and everybody. Hey, he still got you. He's got your number. Don't worry about it, okay? He's going to get you that win, I promise you. Hey, look how fast he's been. He's been up here. You have been up here in this booth talking to us, week in and week out. So it's just a matter of time before that P1's yours.
Yeah, we'll keep working. We'll get there.
You will.
Oh, and also, I almost forgot, but Dylan Banks, shout out to him. His grandmother's sick. he says she's close to passing. So thoughts and prayers to Dylan. Wish he was out here. He's super fast. We love running with him. We just love him as a person. So just shout out to Dylan. Praying for him and his grandmother, and it's a tough time, but I pray that everything works out for Dylan and they get through this tough time.
He's definitely got the full support of Front Row Esports right there at his call, so which is great to see and great to have. Man, that's awesome. That is good. But yeah, we'll definitely continue to send those thoughts and prayers out to him and his grandma. Man, very very hard to hear. But
it is.
Support is what we need, and that's what we're going to give. That's what we got.
That's right. That's right.
Well, Bronson, hey, Mr. Jimmy, I'll let you go and get on out of here. Again,
you too, buddy.
What an awesome race you did tonight. Great job, and again, great interview, of course, like normal, man. Always love it. It's always a pleasure to have you up here.
It's always great to be up here, man. And Steven said he apologized. He had to jump off.
Okay.
Got the family stuff going on. So.
Got it.
He's back. Okay, well,
Sorry,
that's awesome.
I just pulled up my phone real quick. I need to go to sleep soon, but hello.
All right, boys. Well, y'all have a good one, and thanks again, man.
Thanks, Jimmy. You got it, buddy.
You have a good one.
All right, Mr. Johnson, Steven Johnson in that one car, right when I didn't think you had anything for me for the show tonight. Yeah, here you go again, right? Man, what a run. You had to drive your butt off to get up to where you were at in that third position. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, it was a good start, just trying to basically just hold position and just basically ride out for a little bit. Somewhere in the second stage, I got turned. I went back and looked at the replay, and it was like 2 feet of net code. So it's like, well, that sucks. So got the quick repair done, got back on the lead lap, and never got a caution really to help me work my way up through the field. So I just kind of took care of the tires and was able to drive my way up to about fourth. And then I was about 5 mile an hour faster than Tom entering turn 3. And unfortunately, I misjudged how much of a speed offset there was going to be. I got into him a little bit, but he saved it, so makes it entertaining for the show. But don't want to pass him like that. So just it is what it is. We'll take a podium run, but that's for the All-Star race. Third means literally nothing. So.
Well, you can get up here and get some shout outs and talk about your run and your race, and of course get some highlights going on. So, but you did
try
put on a good show.
Try to make it interesting.
You did, and especially I didn't realize it was netcode there from the 35. I thought you just took one of them lightsabers to the door right there, and
sitting in the car, I felt like he got into me, and I'm like, I'm in the process of trying to gather it up, and I'm like, dude, he's running me over again. Like the first time was contact, and the second time was turning me, and then I went back and looked at the replay. I'm like, well, I'm glad I looked at the replay because that was clearly netcode. He had nothing to do with it. It just is what it is, but just gathered up, and I'm glad I didn't take out 10 other cars in the process. So no biggie. That's how I got the quick repair, get the car back on the track, and try to make it interesting at the end.
What an impressive feat, though. We have our race winner tonight, spinning it through the infield, at speed, and our third place, finisher into the fence, completely destroyed. And you guys were both able to. Again, it just shows why you never give up, right? Adversity, overcome adversity, and you guys did tonight.
Yeah, the setup we ran tonight was extremely tight. I mean, you just basically had to turn into the corner and just wait for the car to decide whenever it wants to turn. And at least the good part about that is that you can basically let everybody wear out the tires. And that's why I spent the first 20 laps of the last stage basically just kind of holding position. And then once the tires were starting to wear out, I was able to move up to the front pretty quickly.
Wow.
I didn't have anything for Hunter Zimmy. I needed I would have needed some help as far as a caution to get back into that.
Right.
But I was able to at least move up. I felt good about getting up to third at least, and maybe if a caution came out, that would have made it more exciting. But no caution, and we get done. I mean, actually, it's kind of good not having caution because that race was.
Yes.
Well, the race was short, but the qualifying was like a freaking marathon. So hopefully we
there's
ways to significantly shorten up the timing on that, and hopefully that will happen next year.
fingers crossed on that as well. I'm with you on that one, buddy. Really am. So, but yeah, because we want to get to racing. We don't want to drag things out, and especially get you guys in and out of the car and back to your lives. And we know you all busy, especially you. Definitely not for you.
Well, like I said, you won't be. I won't be able to do too many races here going forward. So we'll kind of see what the schedule looks like. And like I said, as far as my competitive season, it's pretty much over at this point because I'm going to training, and then we'll just see if I got to open Thursday or Friday night. Come out and join. If not, then I'll be probably somewhere else.
Well, regardless, though, you're gonna have at least my thoughts up there with you as you're cruising the heavens. And
I appreciate it.
Blue sky. But,
so we'll see up there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey, and again, it's super stoked for you. Keep it up. We need some good pilots up there, bud.
True that. So all right.
Such circumstances lately, but anyways, we'll get to that in a later date. Johnson, awesome run, great show, and you did it once again for me, man. I really appreciate you every time. Sit in the car, never let me down.
Try to make it entertaining, and we'll see you next time.
You got it, buddy. Take care. Keep it safe up there.
All right, be well. Good night.
All right, that was Mr. Steven Johnson in that one car. I'm blessed with having some really awesome drivers up here in the booth to interview at the end of this race. And again, another great driver. Love interviewing him, but just all these drivers are just fantastic. But I am going to look over. So I am going to look over that. I want to see that save by the 32. So I will go over some highlights and stuff after we end this thing here in just a few seconds. But again, before we do that, of course, want to shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for your patience tonight, especially how drawn out a little bit there on that Q efforts. But it was fun to have a good time with that one. But all in all, thank you all so much for all your support. Of course, hit that like and subscribe. Show that support down there as well. All right, because we need all that. It just makes us feel like and know that we're going the right direction here. But thanks again, and of course, thanks to our sponsors: Moser Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and of course, Starlink. Keeping the lights on and keeping the signal out there. All right, until next week. We will see you again here soon. So we got Pocono. Yep, Pocono next week. So thank you, everyone, once again. I'm Chris Paul Hamas. We out. Till next week.
I am just a simple man. I'm better off alone. If you push me, I push back. I'm not taking anymore. 'Cause I am just a simple man. I'm better on my own. This is where I make a stand. I'm not taking anymore. I am just a simple man. I'm better off alone. If you push me, I push back. I'm not taking anymore. 'Cause I am just a simple man. I'm better on my own. This is where I make a stand. I'm not taking anymore. Selfish. There's nothing more to make of it. How much more do you think I can take?